Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. My name is Evan Freiberger, and today we're going to be covering the severe weather threat in a weird spot of the country. Not every day, and in fact, this is a pretty rare event where we have the potential for strong tornadoes all the way up here in Maine, of all places. And since the last time we talked, as you guys can see, they have changed our tornado probabilities up. They've had a little bit of an uptrend to a 10% tornado risk over there near in Stewartstown, Colebrook, Wrangley, there in Maine, New Hampshire, and also Vermont, Northern New York, also in a 5% hatched risk for strong tornadoes. And then to the south, we have a 2%. Today, the instability has been a little bit behind. I think what's happening is we are getting a bunch of smoke from wildfires, and it's throwing kind of a wrench into our forecast. I saw a lot of people speculating that could add a lot more particulates into the air, and that's true, leading to storms with higher precipitation and potentially larger hail, which is theoretically possible. But if you get too much smoke, one of the things that can happen is you can lower the surface temperatures, and that creates an inversion because you're not getting as much daytime heating, and that can become a problem for storms. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what these storms can do today, and we'll be here to cover it with you guys as always. So how's everybody doing today? My name is Evan. If you guys don't know me, hello. And if you guys do, hello again. Hello, hello, hello. Highest risk area has shifted a bit to the east. Yes. Yes, it has. You're doing great. Yay. Where's everybody tuning in from, by the way? It's been smoky all day here in Northern New York with the, yeah, it's just, you know, it happens every year. We get these big old freaking wildfires in Canada, and then Canada sends all that smoke down into us. I'm working on getting a satellite imagery that can actually track that on Weather Circle. Hello, hello. But we do have a severe thunderstorm warning back out over here near Stewartstown, to the west of Colebrook as well. Definitely not a whole lot of rotation on these storms yet. Let me check the vertically integrated liquid on these guys, and yeah, we're sitting around 38. Which is a little bit low, but we're pretty far away from this storm. And if we view it from over here, can't really see it at all on this radar because of the mountains in this area. So I'm working really quickly behind the scenes here to maybe add, yeah, multi-tilt. So maybe. But yeah, that's the plan. Hello, hello, welcome in. Probably got something to do with all that crap the USA is pumping into the air with to begin with. Actually, it's you believe it or not, it is a team effort from the entire world. Some countries are better than others, like Europe. Like the Europe continent is better in terms of not pumping as much heat-inducing chemicals into the air. United States definitely is a big contributor. So is China, but China's actually doing a pretty good job lowering it. But yeah, kind of secondary fire there for Canada. Unfortunately, you guys got perfect conditions up here for big wildfires, and unfortunately, not a whole lot of road networks for firefighters to get to. You can fly planes, but those take a while to refuel. Also, you know, the water, you gotta fill them up with water, and so you get all that smoke come through, and it'll be interesting to see just how these storms react to that smoke. But as of right now, we don't really have too much going on in terms of dangerous severe weather, but we do have 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds on this guy, and I got a feeling we might see some more of that over here. Might see some more of that. I think I'm gonna turn off observer mode for now. Hello, hello, hello. Howdy, howdy. Welcome in. Smoke was awful today in northern Vermont this morning. Yeah, I bet we've had that kind of really thick smoke in Alabama before, and it's really weird. But I mean, y'all definitely get it worse up here in the Northeast because there's a lot less time for that smoke to kind of dissipate and kind of, you know, mix in with the atmosphere. So you guys get that really thick smoke come in. Thoughts for Eastern North Carolina. Severe risk this weekend. I'm not sure if that's quite in range yet. Let me see. Day 3 risk. Day 2. Day 3. And then the next 3 days, not really forecasted to see much severe weather in North Carolina. Let's come over here to KL. Smoke plus cloud cover plus radar hole plus HRRR equals uncertainty. And that is a scientific fact. Caleb always coming in with fun science, including food science. Lucas says it's in the hundreds here, and you can fry an egg on the sidewalk. Okay. Actually, if you could do that and then send me a photo and put a photo of that in Weather Circle, that'd be great. Donna over here in Montana says, "Ugh, our garden is finally doing good, and we've got a chance for big hail tonight." Yeah. You guys are in a severe threat tonight. It's going to be pretty scattered, but it is certainly possible. Yeah, you're right in the middle of that slight risk. But the good news is that the hail isn't your main threat. There's a 5% chance for it. Your main threat's going to be those damaging winds. So, and thankfully, no tornado threat. So, hopefully, you have a good chance of missing out on the hail destroying your garden. Hopefully. All right, who all is tuning in from the Northeast right now? Because we can do a little estimated, latest estimated forecast for you guys on Weather Circle. If you guys want, where you come over here to Weather Circle and you type in the Hangout, your bubble pops up on the map. Oh, we got this guy over here. He says, "Here, and I'm in the ugly zone." Oh. Sorry. Is that smoke? Please be careful with that smoke, because if it is near the surface, it can be like smoking a pack of cigarettes. So I would try to stay indoors. Not sure how hot it is up there, but if it's, you know, relatively cool, I would, you know, consider turning off your central heating or cooling, because all that does is brings that smoke into your house. North of Boston, Maine here. Okay. But yeah, you guys come over here. Let me get you guys the link here. This might log me out briefly. Nope. Let me get y'all the link. If you're up here into the Northeast or in that other severe weather risk, come over here to Weather Circle, and then just come over to the here, I'll show you. Come over to the Hangout tab, click on that, and then go over here and click Post. That'll bring you to here, and then you just type in anything, and then we'll go over your latest timing. Your little thing will pop up on the map, and then we'll be able to go over your latest forecast, and it'll show you like approximately when the storms will get there. All right, let's check back in with this storm. One of the cool things I wanted to announce to you guys. Oh, so we got a little problem with our aliasing. That'll fix on the next scan. So not a great time to announce it. I'll wait until our next scan. Maybe I'll be able to announce it on this. It'll load. Yeah, okay. No, not enough echoes to be able to determine the wind speed difference. What about this one? This one could have that same problem. Nope. Look at that. Storm relative velocity is in Weather Circle, folks. It's in Weather Circle. I got it bounded to Shift F. Hello, hello. And thank you, Crazy Cat family, for subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. North of Montreal. Oh, so you're up there in the Canada Vale. And thank you, Dave the Bee, for sending one gifted membership. Looks like Grumpy Grandpa got that one. Heard that this is the first 10% in this area since 2014. Yeah, this is a very rare event. This does not happen. I think I've recovered tornadoes in Vermont and New Hampshire before, but I don't think I've ever covered them. Oh, look, we got a new person. ASAP says playing Doom and watching the weather. All right, that'll work. That'll work. You're totally okay to play Doom, in my opinion. One problem about this, folks, is I don't think we're going to have any storm chasers. I don't think we're going to have any storm chasers. I don't think we have any cameras. Let me just check my other camera website just to see here. Why can't I bring it up? Why can't I bring it up? Should be there. All bookmarks. Backup map. We might have to rely on more scenic cams today. Let me close this and then reopen it. Sorry. Our music's going to go away for just 5 seconds. Uh, 10 seconds. $15 seconds. There we go. You're in St. John right now, right next to Maine. All right. We'll be keeping an eye on your area. Just a heads up, strong tornadoes are going to be possible today. So I know you guys are kind of new to this, but you definitely need to be weather aware as these storms come through. So we still got 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds on this storm as it continues. It looks like the hail would be south of Norton. South of Norton, probably heading more towards Columbia, and that's in Vermont. We also have another storm popping up back over here. This is an actual storm. It's just not picking up on this radar because there is some elevation issues. But if you live over there just north of Enosburg Falls, you guys do need to be watching out for this storm to fire and eventually to become severe as well. And not seeing much rotation on these storms just yet. Hey, thank you, Bacon Whiskey, for becoming a WIMD member. Welcome in. John McKinney is live streaming from Maine, I believe. He on YouTube now. Okay. Thank you for that. I think we can use John McKinney, but it is quite expensive, so I'm probably gonna wait until he gets in view of a storm before anything. Oh, he's really chasing in Maine. That's crazy. That dude just chases everywhere. Where's all the other chasers at? Is he the only one there? John flew there from Chicago. That is impressive. That's pretty darn impressive. I got to give him props for that one. That's pretty cool. Glad he can make it up. Hopefully, if something bad happens, he'll be able to see it. But let me tell you, chasing in this terrain is impossible. It is impossible. Dana is live. Who's Dana? Can we see the XPC outlook? Yeah, sure. So here's the latest SPC outlook. You see we do got a enhanced risk out over here for Berlin, Greenville, Waterville, Dover, Foxcroft, Milo, Howard, Lincoln. And then back over here near Vermont, we have St. Albans. And then in New York, there's Petersburg. And Cornwall, we got a slight risk as well near Odensburg, Brockville, Potsdam, also Middlebury, Montpelier, Bar, Hanover, Paris, Oxford, Lewiston, Brunswick, Augusta, Bangor, Orono, Machias, Baileyville, St. Andrew, Eastport, and Holton. Also, Presque Island, Caribou, Van Buren, and Fort Kent are all in that slight risk. So if you guys live in any of these areas, definitely please be weather aware. Again, strong tornadoes are going to be possible today. which you guys aren't used to that kind of stuff here. So, and very strong winds as well of up to 80 miles per hour and above if we can get storms to initiate up further up to the north and then kind of move into a better environment. As of right now, our environment is still recovering from some earlier storms. So we still got some decent amount of time before we actually see anything dangerous, like super duper dangerous. But let me go ahead and grab one pillow really quick. Give me 1 second. I got my pillow. I got my pillow and it's on my back. I got my pillow and it's on my back. Pillow and it's on. I got my pillow and it's on my back. On my back. Tornado? Yes, tornadoes are possible. Yes, certainly possible today. Ryan Miller is not a real YouTuber. He just steals. He just steals people's stuff. All right. Like he's not even live. He's technically live, yes, but he's live playing pre-recorded videos from other chasers. Let's see here. There's also a French-Canadian chaser live on YouTube, but everything is in French. Who is that? I've gotten permission from one chaser to use their feed before. Yeah, Ryan Miller is a thief. A despicable thief. He should be fined and jailed. I don't usually think of Vermont. I do. I love Vermont. I go skiing in Vermont, in Okemo. Where is... I wonder if I can find... It's north of Rutland. Jeez. I know it's... I've been to Rutland so many times. I even played... Closer to Bristol? Maybe my dad would tell me. I always forget. Ludlow. 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 Vermont. Vermont. Is that right? I thought that has to be right. Maybe it's not right. Vegas. Good job, Willow. We appreciate that. You're doing one for the cause. I was camping at reenactment this weekend near Rutland. Gotcha. I'm predicting everything to be nocturnal in northern New York if we get anything. Yes. Yeah, our storms are going to be forming more up to the north. We don't have any radar up there. We do have our global radar, technically. You can see there is initiation happening up there, and this will eventually make it down into the United States. So... we're going to be watching out for that threat, especially over. Hey, you know, we'll let you know. There is some storms to your north and west, our Marcel, and I'll be keeping an eye. Just a lot of smoke. Yeah, watch out for some storms. They're going to be pretty hit or miss up there, but if they do come through, definitely worth paying attention to and being aware for those. And thank you, Help, for being a member for 2 entire years. Wow, that's a long time. Thank you so much, Help. Thank you. Hope Walmart has some maple donuts tomorrow morning. Ooh, that would be yummy. That would be yummy. What's the flooding risk? Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me about that. I did want to talk about the flood risk, and I don't think I can do that on this app. No, all I have is SBC outlooks. So we're going to have to go to Aguacero really quick and wrestle with that app, which can be quite fun at times. Can be quite fun. For dinner, you're having chicken enchiladas. That sounds delicious. Excessive rain, day 1. Is it going to show up? Okay. Okay, and then we gotta go to edit layers, then we have to go to here, and then we have to change the opacity. So we do have a high risk for some flooding out over here in Texas. So this is the biggest level it can be. Where are the cities? The cities have disappeared. That's bad. We need the cities. We need cities. Hold on. I'm gonna find them. Aha. There we go. All right, so yeah, that's gonna be like Uvalde, La Pryor, Bracketville, Leakey, and Hondo. But in that 4 out of 4, sorry, and then 3 out of 4 for flooding is we get a moderate risk out here. So this is gonna be for Divine, San Antonio, New Braunfels, Blanco, Fredericksburg, Junction, Rock Springs, Sonora. Then we get a slight risk extending all the way from Alpine all the way towards Lufkin, Centerville, and Houston as well. So watch out for that flooding risk. Also a little flooding risk over here near Yazoo City, Philadelphia, Clanton, Birmingham, Laurel, Grove Hill, Montgomery there in Alabama. And then another slight risk, Savannah, Beaufort, and Charleston over there in Georgia and South Carolina. Oh, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds over there near Colebrook. So if you live over there near Groovetown and Guildhall, let me see if there's any smaller cities in here. No. You guys need to be indoors and away from windows. Again, that's 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Let's check those velocities again. Make sure there's no rotation. We're still good on the rotation. These ones shouldn't be our tornadic storms. It's like we got somebody chatting on the radar. They say hi. Well, hello. That's a new feature we also just added, is that when you chat in the radar, it pops up when someone else is viewing the same radar as a little bubble. If you want to hide it, you press this little bell icon down at the below. See, not just me watching the radar, we got other people. I was more meaning the mountainous regions, but yes, the high risk is crazy. Wait, is Tuesday, is it Tuesday actually? Is it Tuesday? It is officially Tuesday, folks. Time is flying by. Have any other mods showed up? Nope. Help, you're stuck here. Stay here, or our channel is going to self-destruct with trolls and idiots. Any tornadoes possible? Where? Up here? Yes. Big time. Big time. Big time. They're big time possible. Does that mean they're going to happen? Not necessarily. There are some flies in the ointments today, including smoke, that could, alter our atmosphere. But generally, yes, there is a 10% chance for strong tornadoes. So we're not just talking about those little itty bitty weak little EF1, EF0 tornadoes that will barely damage your fence, maybe rip off a little tiny part of your roof. No, we're talking about those bigger tornadoes that could actually cause your whole roof to go, maybe some walls to cave in. So those are kind of type of tornadoes we're talking about today. So if you live out here, definitely need to be weather aware. That threat's probably going to be coming later on today. And yeah, so we'll be watching it, see what happens. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. I have been noticing on meso analysis that what in the heck? Why is this blue? I've been noticing on meso analysis that our instability in our capping is a little bit strong. So capping is a little bit stronger than what was previously thought. So that could play a role in moderating our tornado threat. But we still have a little bit of daytime heating left, and we are still expecting that capping to break. So at some point, so we'll see what happens. Well, what sort of time are you thinking that they are possible? Yeah, we can go over the latest timing. So let's come over here to our forecast models here on weathercircle.app. My app, by the way, I made this app, so you guys should come over here and spend your money on it. Just because. All right, so yeah, so the main tornado threat. It's interesting. These storms are firing a little bit prematurely. They didn't really show up on the models, so a little bit prematurely. But we should get plenty of storms, especially over there near like Montreal, Trios Rivers, and Canada by around 6 p.m. And then that tornado threat really starts to move into northern Vermont and going into New Hampshire by the time we get into 8 p.m. And then so that's going to be, you know, probably just a regular guy's biggest threat. And Marcel, your threat's going to be around 8 p.m. And then the whole line's going to push down to the south and east with some damaging winds, potentially up to 80 miles per hour. So you guys need to be watching out for that potential as those storms come through. And then by the time we get into around 4 a.m., that is around when our storms are going to be dying. They should die before they get to you ASAP. So should be all right. Yeah, that's the latest there in terms of timing. You sent marshmallow. Oh, I forgot to turn those on. Thank you for sending a marshmallow. I have no idea what that does. How much is a marshmallow worth? But thank you for the marshmallow. Sorry, that's the first time anybody's gifted on this channel, so I had to enable it on my channel. I didn't know I had it off. Should be a good experiment for how tornadoes do in mountains. Well, they do pretty well. You know, mountains don't necessarily stop tornadoes. We've seen them happen before. Good news is still not seeing a whole lot of rotation on these storms just yet. Wish there was at least 4 radars in Maine and Massachusetts. He sends another gift, Regina. Thank you for sending a high five. Thank you so much. Birthday cake in the chat for Regina. You sent me a 67 and a flower. No, you didn't. Oh, you did? Okay. How much are jewels worth? Thanks for sending a 6-7 and a... You know what? I'm not even going to thank you for that help. I'm going to ban you. Sorry, I missed that help. Vermont is lucky to have one... Wait, what? Evan, even though they decommissioned the good... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is good that you guys do have radar. You know, 1 is better than 0. I mean, at least you're not like, you know, New Hampshire, which doesn't even have a radar at all, by the way. Thanks, Regina, for sending a 6-7. You are also getting banned and disowned. Oh, my goodness. Great. Why is that a thing? Now I'm gonna have to. Now I thought that joke died. Did that joke not die? Why is the Burlington radar broken? It is not. I don't think. Yeah, it's still good. What's happening is that there's mountains in between the radar and the storm, so it can't quite see the storm that well because the mountain's blocking the radar beams. Thank you for sending GG for the 10 jewels. Thank you, thank you. All right, I have to find out. How much are jewels worth on YouTube? I have no idea. No. Nope. I have no idea. Worth on YouTube. Is it even worth anything? Or is it just something for people to spam? Viewers buy bundles of jewels, usually from 99 cents to $49.99 to send animated gifts during vertical live streams. When you receive a gift, YouTube gives you rubies. Each ruby is worth 1 cent. To get $1, you need 100 rubies. Huh. All right. Interesting. You have jewels to redeem, it says. Huh. Right now, 50 is free if you put in your card. Well, everybody put in your card. We can rack up a crap ton of jewels. What are you guys doing? Everybody could be sending 6-7s. You guys are fumbling the bag. All right, let's see here. Yeah, still not seeing any dangerous rotation on this storm. Our strongest part of the storm is over Columbia now and is heading down to the south and east still pretty quickly. Pretty close to Groovetown and Guildhall. It'll probably go just to the east of you guys, but we might get more storms fire off to the west. Hey, thank you ASAP for sending a gift, and Dylan for sending a gift. Thank you, thank you. You sent 2 6-7s, Dylan. You know what? Spam it all you want. That's free cash. Spam it all you want. You're not gonna get to me. That's free money. That's 67 cents. I can go buy. What can you buy for 67 cents? Can you buy anything for 60 cents nowadays? I can go buy 1 almond from Walmart. Thank you for sending me a makeup brush. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Do I have to thank all of these? It's gonna get annoying. Thank you for sending a star for 2 jewels. Yay. Oh. Thank you for sending a clapping seal for 250 jewels. Guys, I don't know. We're gonna have to make jewel rules. And thank you for sending a mystery gift for 650 jewels. Holy moly. The jewels are rolling in. Soon I'm gonna have a pool full of jewels that I can dive into. Well, it'd probably hurt. I'm able to use live cams in Florida. Yes. And the Orlando camera. Ooh. Let me come over to here. We'll get our eyes on that pronto. What you're referring to is probably, if I had to guess, unfortunately, if I had to guess, that is a news cam. One near Orlando. The question is, where do we gotta be to see the best? Our Florida cameras not working. Oh no, they're working. And thank you for sending a laughing disco for 250 jewels. This is gonna be, thank you for sending a soccer trophy for 500 jewels. Thank you so much, Matt. It's gonna be like the whole stream now. Thanks, guys. Oh, sorry. I would love to cover this tornado warning, but unfortunately, I have to thank all these jewel donations. Too busy making money to cover these tornado warnings. So sorry. Oh my gosh, you can send stuff for 2 jewels? That's crazy. Okay, so there is a little view there. I'm ignoring y'all's jewels. Wait. Isn't jewels another word for something else? I'm still trying to get a good view. Thank you, Help, for sending a red card. A red card for 250 jewels. There's too many. Guys, stop it. I'm gonna go crazy. Trying to get a view of the storm, not look at... look, guys, I do appreciate you guys sending me money, but come on. It's too easy to send them. Thank you for the 6-7 jewel for the jewels. A corgi jewel for 1,000. Oh my god. This feels like a TikTok stream. Like I gotta think of things to do for each jewel. Apparently there's a cool storm view over here and I can't find it. And it's pissing me off. All right. I think it'll be better to do the actual Florida website because you can actually get a preview before clicking on it. So let's do that. Maybe streamline the process just a little bit better. We'll do that on this. Actually, we'll do that over here because... Actually, no, we'll do that over here because of... It'll just be easier. Bam! Wait, that was the same... Not what I meant to do. There we go. All right, I'm only... We'll get back to this. We'll be on the search. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning back over here in Florida, though, for 60 miles per hour winds. That's going to be over there to the east of St. Cloud, heading towards Harmony. So watch out there for those stronger winds. Got anything new up here? Nope. Still got this severe thunderstorm warning. Back over here, that is for Colebrook. There's your area of stronger storms. Still working their way down in the area. So not seeing any dangerous rotation on any of these storms. So things are still behaving up here, further up to the north. And thank you, Regina, for sending a clapping seal for, you know, that's how I feel like right now, actually. A clapping seal. Thank you. They throw jewels at you and you've got to thank them for it. It's what you got to do. You can't ignore it. Because then they feel underappreciated. Well, there's not a whole lot. You know what? Since we do have that severe thunderstorm warning back down here. Well, let's go back down here and see if we can find a camera. Lights, camera, and action. Okay, there's Harmony over there. All right, so let's see. Who's got the money shot? The money shot. The money shot. Where's the money shot at? Oh. This is probably worth like 10 jewels. It's not the money shot, but there's a storm there. You have 7 jewels left. Ha! Ha ha! See? Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Regina, for the happy poop. So grateful for your happy poop. Thank you. Everybody put birthday cakes in the chat for Regina's happy poop. Oh gosh. This stream has been going on for 15 minutes and we've already descended into straight up madness. Madness. It's madness. Thank you so much for those 10 jewels. I thank you, Bullet PDS, for another happy poop. You know what? I could have had those earlier. Would have been nice to have those earlier before I went to the restroom. Because I did not have a happy poop earlier. It's a pretty angry one. Well, too little, too late. Okay, well, you know what? I've tried. There's just so much rain in this area. I think the only other place that I can think of where we might be able to get a view is down here. Maybe. But it's just too much rain. The rain is pouring. Thank you for sending a laughing disco for 250 jewels. Thank you so much. Randy, thank you. Wonder how much YouTube takes out of the cut of those. Well, all right. Well, I can't find it, so I give up. I'm giving up. Actually, here, we'll do this. Since you guys probably want to see something, we will go over and we'll actually get in the storm itself. Screw trying to find structure. We're just not gonna find it. So where's Kissing Me? Kissing Me, St. Cloud. It's here. So that goes up to there. So like it'd be like somewhere between here, I guess. Let's see. What do we got? We got wind, or is it just going to be rain? It's raining. Super weird channel. Who, me? You call my channel weird? Why? What did I do? Are you rage baiting? Because it's successful. I'm getting raged. I feel rage right now. Just kidding. I'll take that as a compliment. You know I'm the cam girl. I don't think that came across as you thought. No buffering here. Great. Good to know. You can't have an enhanced risk without a watch. Yeah, you can. Sometimes they just fall apart. Wait, we'll probably get a watch out here soon. We haven't gotten one yet. They probably won't issue one until later, once the actual storms form. Getting a debit card. You stay away from that debit card, sir. No more jewels. I can turn it off in an instant. That's I mean, I'm getting a lot of free money, but at the same time, I really don't want to be in the middle of a tornado warning thanking people for happy poop. You can see where that's not a good thing. Some poor soul is sitting in their tornado shelter, like scared to death, and I'm over here just like, thank you so much for the happy poop. Yeah, it's a jewel thing apparently. Yeah, there it is. See, it's a happy poop jewel for 10 jewels, and it only costs 10 jewels. That's what's messed up about it. That's 10 cents, and so people can just get $1 and then just spam that. Anyways, back to the important things. Still watching this storm. Still no dangerous rotation on it, thankfully. Nothing too crazy yet. We don't have tornado shelters. If a tornado drops, we cooked. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. To be fair, you shouldn't have to worry about tornado shelters up here in Maine. But, you know, it's 2026. It's actually closer to 17 cents. Okay, thank you. What's the outlook for Vermont tonight? So northern Vermont's gonna have the worst. Oops. As you can see, there is an enhanced risk for St. Albans, also Newport, Enosburg Falls, Swanton, Milton, and St. Johnsbury. Then we got a slight risk for Burlington, Shelburne, Montpelier, Barr, Northfield, Randolph, Middlebury, and then a marginal risk for Fairhaven, Rutland, and Brandon in Vermont. Most scary risk today is probably going to be the risk for strong tornadoes, if that's only over there in northeastern Vermont, or at least the 10% chances. The 5% chance for strong tornadoes is over there near St. Albans, Burlington, and Montpelier, and Barr, and then a lower chance for tornadoes further south you go from there. Yeah, dangerous day out there if storms do what was forecasted yesterday, although with the smoke in the mix, we could get some surprises. Enosburg here. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. You're in the right place. We got you covered. We've got you covered. Or me and Chaz got you covered. Oh, by the way, self-plug moment. How do I do it again? Oh, there we go. Gotta make sure I have that. So you guys have been begging for merch, and we officially have merch. Yeah, it's merch. Chazzy merch. This is what you guys wanted. As you can see, there is a Chazzy with no raincoat in the rain saying, "Are you sure we have to go inside?" It's on a hat too. We also have Chazzy with the raincoat on and goggles on a tote bag. And then we have Chazzy with the raincoat with goggles on a shirt, on a hat. And then we have the Chazzy with no raincoat or goggles on a tote bag. If you guys are interested in that, there you go. There is the link in chat. That is the only time I will shout it out once per stream. We're going to do one ad for that. And then we're going to do one ad for Weather Circle, which will come later. And those will be the only things, we'll only mention them one time. He's sweating already. What's up, Chaz? You getting hungry? Can't do that yet. Yeah, I'm not expecting these storms to be too big of a problem. Go back down over to Orlando. Check in on this storm again. Yeah, it seems like the strongest winds are more closer to Harmony now. So let's go back over to our camera. Man, if we can get like south of this storm, we are doing good. What did I just change that to? Is that supposed to be that way? Pretty sure it's supposed to be stereo, no? Uh-oh. I might have just screwed up my audio. Let me know if it's all screwed up. All right, let's see here. Harmony is on that road, though, which is all the way over there. What about, like, all the way south? Can we get one, like, facing north? Maybe get a cool look at it from here? I swear, storms only happen when the cameras aren't looking. There definitely needs to be a study about that. I gotta see something in the background here. A gray cloud. You just went and bought each item? Did you really? I call cap. Although I'll have to check. If you did, I will give you a huge shout out. I can't find one freaking camera, and I'm getting to that point where I'm getting a little frustrated. We might have to wait until this makes it over to like June Park. But this part of the storm isn't going that way. It's going to the south. I don't know. We'll either get lucky or we won't. That's kind of how it goes sometimes. So we'll be back at it, looking at it eventually again. But looks like we still have some pretty decently strong winds. They're heading into Harmony. Looks like they're gusting up to potentially around 50 miles per hour winds. So be indoors and away from windows. I guess we'll stay down here for a little bit. Storms are shy. They are. Can you buy a cape on YouTube chat now? How many joules per kilogram of cape we have in there? I don't know. That'd be a funny joke, though. Not gonna lie. We got another person over there near Bangor. Alexi says, hello from Bangor, Maine. Nothing happening here yet. Good. Good. Did you guys get light rain earlier, though? I would assume. All right. You know what? I'm not giving up. I want rain at least. Show me rain or give me nothing at all. Wow, what a great view of a camera that has fog on it. Rain. I've lowered my standards. Here we are. We found rain. There you go. And a McDonald's. Or no, that's a Shell gas station. Kind of hard to tell the difference, to be honest. No, I cannot use news cams, no. They are a little bit shisty. You try to, which as they should be. What? Somebody added a GIF in Wisconsin. Keyword yet. Exactly. And thank you so much for joining Weather Circle. We got someone live near Tulsa. What are you doing over? Why are you live? I'm afraid to click on this. Usually when people are live when there's no weather, it makes me think that they're up to no good. Okay, good. They can't figure it out. All right, they're not live anymore. Let me see here. He says, arf. Okay. Thank you, thank you. We We got somebody over here checking in from Mars. That is Earth. That is Earth, but it might as well be Mars. Because y'all ain't got no trees or life. We do still have some flooding ongoing down here, but it looks like the rain is calming down a little bit. We got flash flood warnings over here near Uvalde and Hondo. And eventually that's going to be making it into San Antonio. But it looks like you guys are pretty good in terms of heavy rain. And it is calmed down for now. All right, well, the wait continues, folks. The wait continues. Maybe I should have waited longer. Let's see here. You are smarter than the average bear. Are bears smart, though? That's the real question. That was me you clicked on that said you were from Mars. It really is Mars over here. It really probably is. Yeah, I believe that. There really isn't much out there at all. Interesting. Somebody said that they bought everything and they lied. We have no orders. Sir, you are a liar, and that is a mean lie. You are now officially a bully. Okay, these storms are dying, actually. This is probably going to lose its severe thunderstorm warning, and then we're going to be kind of just be we're going to kind of just be twiddling our thumbs a little bit. Yeah, I changed my mind about adding tilts. That's gonna up my costs quite a bit. So no go on tilt. Not for until we get more users on the app that are actually paying money. At least you got those jewels. Heck yeah. Is there like something that like adds them all up? How many did we actually get? I don't know. Vermont here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Wait, didn't you quit? Yeah, I quit. And I'm never coming back, as you can tell. It's over. Why is this one all of a sudden not getting storm relative velocities on this? Hey, that's something that I want to fix. He missed us? Yes. I did miss you guys. Yeah, I did miss you guys. I also felt bad that I wasn't there to cover y'all's storms as well, especially during those big outbreaks. But, you know, the main thing that changed was, you know, I was too broke to afford my radar programs or anything. So I couldn't go live, like literally, but I worked really hard. I got Weather Circle good enough for live streams, and yeah, like someone else says, bro left me on red moo. How's my day? It's good. Thank you for asking. It's been a good day. Bullington radar is your biggest op. What is that? Oh, you mean that one that's nearby you? Hey, y'all got little mountains everywhere, so some of them just don't show anything for you. What we got going on? One severe thunderstorm warning in New Hampshire, and then that's it. I thought this line might perform a little bit. It wasn't really supposed to be here, so I thought, hey, maybe the atmosphere has changed enough to where we should probably start the live stream, but I was wrong. Rare Evan L. Oh, we got lightning on this camera. Hold on. On my YouTube studio crashed. I'm resetting up chat. Okay. Hopefully that's not too big. Okay, that is terrible. Hold on. There we go. Bam. Look near Harmony, Florida. Yeah, we got storms down there. That's where our camera actually is pretty close to, is near Harmony. Some pretty strong winds there. Surprised this isn't severe. Might be because relative to the storm, or moving the storm's motion out of it, makes the winds a little bit less strong. But they are decently strong over there south of Harmony. Our camera's like over here, just south of Harmony. That's this one. It's the only storms we can really follow here in Florida. And we're waiting for them to kind of come a little bit closer to the west or the eastern coast so we can get a better view. Although we might be able to see this storm near Cape Canaveral. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me... Never mind. Not gonna finish that. I was gonna try to say something like clever, but I couldn't think of anything, so I just gave up. Let me put a camera in it. Nope, that just sounded worse. That just sounded worse. Is this a storm? I see something back there. I can neither confirm nor deny. You have 1,000 jewels. How much money does that give to Evan's channel? I think $10. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I'm still not exactly sure. That sounds like $10 to me. Holy crap, folks. We found rain. Wow. People say I'm the best. Oh my gosh. There it is. Y'all see that rain over there? Wow. What a beautiful view. What a beautiful view. Yo, so wait, beautiful storm. That's why it'll never work. I'm not gonna sing the rest of the lyrics. Wait, there might be another storm near Vieira. We might be able to see. A little tiny storm. Little teeny tiny. Maybe not. Oh, that was that storm. Okay, well, you know what? I didn't want to look at it anyways. So we're just gonna bring up this beautiful view of a rain shaft. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Florida. That's going to be for this storm. I agree with that. 60-mile-per-hour winds heading into likely just south of the Harmony area. It's going to be heading towards Hollow Paw and Bronson Highway. And this little subdivision over here where Concord Road, Juniper Drive, Mercury Drive is. All right, let's go back up to New Hampshire. We saw this severe thunderstorm warning ongoing. with some small hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. It is now moving closer to Milan, New Hampshire, and then eventually that's going to be pulling up into Maine, but not sure if that's actually going to make it there as a severe storm. $1,000 joules would be $15 worth. Oh. Okay, so YouTube is taking a cut of what sounds about 70%. Why are all the traffic cameras pointed at traffic? That's so weird. Yeah. I don't know why they do that. Obviously, they serve a better purpose. Watching the rain, in my opinion. Now, it might be getting a little bit more interesting on this other camera. Further down to the south here. Let's see. That goes down like that. Is that even the right road? Should be. Because St. Cloud is right there. Yeah, and this goes just to the south of that. Okay. So it goes like this. Sorry, I gotta like triangulate. Oh! Dark rain. And thank you, Ray, for sending $20. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that so very much. Everybody put birthday cakes in the chat for Ray. Just a gentle reminder, folks, the best way to donate is via Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Those links are on the screen when I'm on my main radar screen. It is very helpful. Using Weather Circle for the cameras? I could be, yes, but it's a little bit easier to use it on the website because it gives you a preview. Okay, I have a feeling if we can see it that well with that camera, then we might have an even better view a little further down south. Come on. I saw a couple of there that looked maybe promising. Come on. Give us a camera for a storm. Oh my gosh. Jump scare. We got Wasp. It's gonna sting you. But don't touch the screen, it's gonna sting you. I thank you, lovely Chloe, for 2 joules. Thank you so much. Oh, it's back. It's gonna get you. Yeah, we'll keep that one up there. That's perfect. That's what y'all get for making me have to read all those joules donations. Take that. All right, they did allow this severe thunderstorm warning in New Hampshire to expire. So we're not going to be talking about you guys a whole lot right now, but I guarantee we will be back when storms start to cross over the Canadian border. For now, and really the only place we can cover is Florida and this wasp. This wasp. There's a wasp on the screen. Is it dancing? No, it's trying to sting you guys. Can you move out of the way, you stupid wasp? We are trying to watch the storms behind you. We don't want to shake you. We don't want to see you shake your booty. He's twerking on us. All right. There's better cameras. That was a fun camera. Don't get me wrong. But we're here for storms, not for wasps. Wasps. Gonna need a wasp fact. Fun fact, wasps can sting you and it hurts. Now you know. Aren't you glad you tuned into the channel today? Or you might have not known that. He's doing the rain dance. Well, he did it quite successfully, as there is a rain coming. Man, I really feel like we can get a better view of this. Like, come on. Where is the money shot? Maybe it's hidden in one of these cameras. Money shot, money shot, money, money, money. Is that another camera with another wasp on it? Okay, the wasp is gone. I don't think that was the same camera. Come on, just one camera. Like, they're all looking at the storm. It's driving me mad, but they're like looking just a tad too low to see the storm. This one might be able to get it. No, that one's looking south. Never mind. Oh, we're screwed. All right, new plan. Over near Rockledge. Indian Harbor, just south of Cape Canaveral. There's Rockledge. We might see something if we can get an western facing good camera here. We'll just leave it right here for now. The best I got. All right, latest update on our severe thunderstorm warning here. Our strongest winds are still here south of Harmony, moving off to the east. Oh, by the way, guys, we have radar smoothing on Weather Circle now. You can like barely smooth it, so I actually have radar smoothing on. Bet y'all didn't know. It's like the most minimal amount of radar smoothing you can do. You can go a little bit crazy with it, or you can go like super crazy with it. I like the lowest setting. Gives it just a little bit of smoothness, but still, you know, keeps the data. You can see the data is preserved. Wasp fact: most species of wasp are solitary and parasitic hunters that lay their eggs in their bodies of their. Yeah, that's thank you for that, baby shark. That was a super fun fact. Raise your hand in chat if you had a lot of fun reading that. When is the tornadic activity coming? Later on today. And it's going to be up here in Maine. It's this little cluster back over here. And in fact, you can probably see a little bit better on our global radar. Let me see if our MRMS picks it up. It does kind of pick it up, yeah. So there's our MR. There's the storms, the cluster of storms that are going to start to build. And we should also get some storms a little bit further back over in here as well. Oh, why is this not animating at all? Okay. MRMS radar is broken. Noted. Yeah, there's your storms right there. Let me do a refresh here. Looks like someone in the radar chat said, currently at work in the next town over where my home is in the severe thunderstorm warning. Oh. Well, guess what? The severe thunderstorm warning is no longer existing. Echoes are too small or weak to track storm motion here, showing ground relative velocity. Okay, well, what does that even mean? There we go. Yeah, still can't really see much rotation, thankfully, on any of those storms. I don't think it's going to be until later. I don't think it's going to be until later. So we're just going to kind of try to have to entertain ourselves before the storms get started, I guess. I don't. More wasp facts. The first recorded wasp fossils are dated back to the Jurassic period. Oh. That's pretty cool. Were those wasps bigger? Like, were they bigger than usual? Nor are they bigger than our wasps? Fun fact, saying wasps is fun. Oh wait, we got storms over here near Tampa we might be able to see. What are we doing? Near Plant City, there's a storm. Watch out over there. I wonder what they have. I wonder if they have plants in Plant City. Really? 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 Come on, man. Just give us a friggin' storm. Like, what do I gotta do? Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe if we go look back at it, we can see it. Oh my gosh. We're so unlucky today. Just want to see a storm. Where's all the storm chasers when you need them? Yeah. I'd rather go back over here and wait for the for that storm to come through here. We'll wait. We'll be patient. Wasp fact. Wasps cannot parallel park. Okay. Very interesting. Are you sure about that? Have you tested that yourself? All right, latest scan with our severe thunderstorm warning south of Harmony. Still have some strong winds there. Pushing down near Road 8. A storm looks like it's in a trajectory here. Wow, really cool boundary there too. Looks like this storm is in a trajectory here to eventually maybe make it down to Palm Bay. We also got a storm with up to 50-mile-per-hour winds about to head into Vera and Sun Tree. Freddie McKinney is in Alberta. Can't use Freddie McKinney. He is signed exclusively. He's tied down. He's got a ring on it. Hold on, let me refill my water. I'm back. What happened to the chair? What do you mean? Did it disappear? How's Springfield, Illinois looking next week? I would assume hot. That's what I would assume. I don't know. I don't look out that far typically, unless I'm doing a debunk video. My radar look weird. Shoot, that doesn't help. Oh, it looks fine. Okay. Must be getting paid serious money to go exclusive. Yeah, wish I could go exclusive. I need money, man. I'm broke. I'm trying to do everything that I can to like not go broke as I did before, but it's slowly just getting broker and broker and broker. Okay, this storm is actually sustaining itself back out over here. I wonder if we can get an echo top measurement. Not yet. Around 40,000 feet, at least of what we can tell from this far away. I thank you, green checkmark, for becoming a subscriber. Welcome in. Yep. So we'll be back up here when these storms start to enter, probably in about an hour or two. Look at this guy in Wisconsin. They changed their thing to WASP. He says, I can parallel park as a WASP. Okay. I'm following that, dude. There you go. It's proof. Proof. A real WASP has joined, our first WASP to join Weather Circle. I'm so sorry. All the discrimination that you face. Hopefully you don't get swatted anytime soon. I mean, they be killing them WASP, man. Innocent before proven innocent before proven guilty. People just be walking up to the wasps, to like a wasp house, and just spraying and killing their entire family. Imagine how the wasp feels. Y'all ever think about that? That wasp can parallel park type and is gainfully employed. Yeah, I know. It's the photo of the wasp from the stream. It's perfect. Genius, some would say. Innocent before proven waspy. Although, if you sting me, you're getting slapped. And unfortunately, a human slap is enough to kill a wasp. So, you might die. And now that we've humanized wasps, that kind of makes me feel like a bad person. Am I going to get canceled now that I've now humanized wasps? I actually haven't killed that many wasps, to be fair. Usually when I see a wasp nest, I just leave it there and never go into that part of my garage ever again. I mean, eventually we're going to see a storm here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, no. We're too far north. Shoot, our storm's going south. Hold on. Storm's running south. It's running. Storm, stop running. All right. Change of plan. There's Rockledge. It's going to go south of Rockledge. Surely we can get a view from somewhere over here. Oh, which way is this facing? Please. Looking south. Okay, we might actually see something here. Maybe. The easiest way to get stung by a wasp is to try to kill a wasp. Yes, that is true. It is a rule of thumb. Do not try to kill the wasp, and it will just land on you and clean its feet and go away. You just gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. You just gotta be patient. You just gotta wasp patient. All right. We got some storms over here in Jacksonville. There's a lot of thunderstorms, so let's turn on multi-radar and light up the whole southeast here. Wow, look at that big swirly. Why isn't this one animating at all? Is this radar down? We'll turn on Dallas radar. Yeah, I think that radar's down. There we go. Let that thing swirl over there. A lot of rain. If you've noticed storms going in very weird directions here in Mississippi and Alabama, it's because we have an upper level low that is just a swirl. It looks like a dying tropical system. But look at that. Multi-radar. You can do that on Weather Circle. Click up to 3 radars. I would suggest not clicking them nearby, or you're going to have it overlap. There unfortunately is just no fix for that. But you can highlight a pretty large area using multi, and that function is right down there near the reflectivity area in the radar animating modal. I'm looking to see if there's a tornado anywhere. Well, no tornadoes right now. No tornadoes right now. We are waiting for storms to come down into the United States, though. These are the main storms of the day. Come here. Let me show you. As you can see, we do have an enhanced risk out over here into the northeast, and also a tornado risk. 10% hatched risk for tornadoes. This is our strongest tornado risk of this month. So far, I think. Stewartstown, Colebrook, and Wrangley. I'll need to be watching out for strong tornadoes. A 10% chance for that, 5% in the brown, and a 2% in the green. So definitely going to be some tornadoes possible there, and that's going to be coming with these storms that are slowly moving. And I do want to check. Oop, sorry for the burp. Do want to check something, if I can, if I may. Is this the right one? Yeah. Man, our thermodynamics are still really capped out. Wow, and that cap's just never gonna break. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know, I mean, you can still get. Let me see how strong our SRH is gonna be. If our SRH is strong enough, we might still get tornadoes. Our SRH right now is 300. But by the time the storms fire, the SRH is generally dying. Still around 100. Might see a tornado try to sneak through. But looks like those fires are keeping our capping inversion going a little bit stronger. As believed was possible, it does appear to be happening. Every new mesoscale analysis is showing more of a capping inversion than was previously forecasted. So hopefully it busts. Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine could witness what it feels like for storm to bust. For a change. I saw a live storm chaser, but it might not be from today. If it's Riot, what's that dude's name again? That one guy that uses other people's footage. No, the instability is definitely going to be there, but we're going to have a surface inversion. So you need the temperatures to cool down consistently as you go up into the atmosphere. And so, you know, warmer at the surface, and the higher you go, the cooler it gets. If you get cooler temperatures at the surface due to, like, say, smoke blocking the sun from heating the surface, and then you know, have warmer temperatures above that, that is an inversion, a temperature inversion, and that really disrupts storm's ability to become tornadic. Yeah, that Ryan Miller guy. A whole lot of nothing right now. There are storms. I'm still expecting a damaging wind threat, even with the capping inversion in place. And some severe weather. So I'd definitely be watching out. The tornadoes are a little bit in question, but we'll find out. They did allow that severe thunderstorm warning to expire in Florida, which means my overlay is about to look like crap. So I'm going to try to avoid going back to my overlay, but I guess we have to. So, oh, never mind. New severe thunderstorm warning in Arizona. Wow. That's back over here where monsoon season. That'd be a cool name, monsoon. Is in full effect, where we got the 60-mile-per-hour windstorm back over here near Dudleyville. So watch out for that, just south of Peridot and north of Mammoth. There you go. My overlay is saved, unfortunately, for Arizonians. Yeah, we're watching this part of the storm come in over here near Melbourne. That's what we're doing over here because we have literally nothing better to do. We went live too early, and now we're just trying to entertain ourselves. But heavy rain is coming for Melbourne, with potentially up to, I think, probably like 50 mile per hour winds. So. Yeah, monsoon season is kicking in. What about Arkansas? I think we have just like rain in Arkansas, a couple thunderstorms as well. Yeah, we got a lot of thunderstorms in Arkansas and a little bit of a flood threat as well. We're not expecting any tornadoes over here, but some heavy rain and thunder and lightning is going to be possible. I'll animate that for you so you can see where these storms are going. They're going to be going in a weird direction because we got this upper level low over here. So the storms are going backwards. Usually expect them to go west to east, but they're going east to west right now. And so these storms are actually the ones, and these ones are actually the ones coming towards the Little Rock area. So watch out for some thunderstorms. What's this guy doing? I'm so curious. Okay, good. He's still struggling to set up his live stream, thankfully. No offense, but yeah. There's no weather nearby you, so I'm a little bit scared, but you're about to live stream. Fine Buttface McGee says, I just wanted to say it's hot and high. I'm sure that's all you wanted to do. Definitely didn't want me to read your name. Probably just wanted to report on the weather. Jeez Louise. What is this world coming to? This is a weather stream, guys. It's supposed to be serious. The Wasp. Okay, Wasp. Still stating that they can parallel park. Okay. Caleb says, when I buy Wasp kill on contact spray, it pisses them off on contact. Oh, does it not work is what you're saying? If it don't kill them fast enough, you're a little bit screwed. If you can go to Coleman Boulevard, oh great. South Carolina cameras. All right, we'll try. I'll try to find Coleman Boulevard. Apparently a great view. All right, please tell me there's a search function. Okay, cameras. Okay. Cole. No. Traffic. Reach the beach. Wait, what did you say? Coleman Boulevard. Okay. Well, it didn't really like zoom in. Well, there's only a couple of cameras over here, so maybe one of them is Coleman Boulevard. Am I in the right area? Okay, no. Where's Coleman Boulevard? All right, let's try this. We'll just put in we'll just put in Huntsville, Alabama. Okay, didn't. Driving directions. It did not give any directions. Oh. All right, Coleman Boulevard is over here. There's Coleman Boulevard. And I am not seeing any camera there. Is there another Coleman? How many Coleman Boulevards are there? Coleman Boulevard. Charleston, South Carolina. Okay. Charleston. Okay. We're on to something here. South Carol. Where's Charleston? It didn't. Okay. All right. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Be gone. You help not at all. All right. One of these cameras. Dude, we're going to miss the view. We're going to miss the view. North side of the harbor. That doesn't help. Where's the harbor? Is this it? That's Myrtle Ave. Coleman Boulevard. I probably shouldn't have gotten out of that. Why can't I just search like a normal human being? Just one city. What if I just want to know about one city? Why, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. You eating chicken enchiladas? Yum, 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 yum. Let me get some of those. It's like in the middle of the screen. Okay. Here. Patriots Boulevard. We'll just start clicking cameras. Okay. That seemed somewhat north of the harbor. So I'm guessing this is the harbor. Is it on a bridge? Dude, I'm cursed. I am cursed. Am I closer? Y'all need to take this stream seriously. There's nothing going on, my brother. Nothing going on. We're just waiting. So we're buying time. We're watching these storms, but they're not in the United States yet. So once they get here, trust me, we're going to be going way more serious. But for now, we're just buying time. Trying to figure out where the frick Coleman Boulevard is. I got an idea. All right. Coleman Boulevard. That didn't work either. Whatever, man. I give up. You know, it was off to the west. I'm just gonna start clicking cameras and hope it's the right one. I mean, let me refresh. I'm gonna try. Is the view still good? I'm gonna try this one more time. Coleman Boulevard. Charleston, South Carolina. Okay. And then we'll do that to Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Okay. There's B. There's A. Apparently, Coleman's Boulevard is somewhere around A. So this? I tried. I'm not seeing a good view anywhere. It must have passed. Is there two Coleman Boulevards in friggin' Charleston? Am I close? Patriots Point. On the other side of that line? What? This one? This one? This one? This one? Yeah. Whatever, man. It's too difficult. It's too difficult. It's just too difficult. It just wasn't meant to be. All right, let's come back down to here. Check in on our storm over here. I mean, there's still actually some pretty strong winds on this storm. Moving down towards Vero Lake Estates and West Vero Corridor. Oh, looks like our Florida cam went down. A perfect moment to check out some more views. We want to go down towards Melbourne, and then pretty much right around here. We could really luck out here if we can just see the storm. Because, okay, oh. Kind of see it there. Oh, there's some lightning. Okay. Progress. The south end of the line, that's in Melbourne. You said you said, oh, not Melbourne, you said Charleston. Mount Pleasant. So you're saying it's more towards Mount Pleasant. I'm not seeing any. Maybe it's this one? No, okay. Well, the view's not there anymore. Literally the only one I haven't checked. What? Is it this one? What do you mean? Is it near the bridge? I'm getting one guide is what's happening, and I'm done. I'm done. You're pranking me, and it's not cool. I wanted to see a storm and a cool view. There's nothing there. There's no way. There's something interesting to look at there. There just isn't. It's impossible. I'm done. I've clicked on every camera in existence. Is the wasp back? You were just on it. Well, there was nothing interesting to look at. I don't get it. Why did I do all of that? Oh. Maybe shelf cloud action possible. And wasp action at the same time. Holy, this is the money shot right here, folks. We have found it. We have found it. Holy crap. There is literally a wasp nest on this camera. We found bro's family. True. This is the perfect camera. Watch as like the best view that shows up during like this entire stream. A wasp lands there and just blocks it. This is the wasp channel now. No, there's weather back there. I don't know if you should be more worried about the storm or the wasps that are probably going to get picked up by its gust front. Chris in Kansas says they killed a spider today. Congratulations. Wasp in Wisconsin says he's getting every camera. You sure are. Evan Wassberger. That would be disgusting, actually. What does a wasp taste like? Wasps taste nutty, rich, and slightly buttery. Often compared to pine nuts, almonds, or even chicken skin. I mean, I like chicken skin. Waspinado, holy. That would be something new. I'd watch that movie. Thankfully, no chance for tornadoes down here in Florida. I still got a feeling there's a better camera. Let me just go a little bit further south. Get away from all these dang wasps. Wasps. Ugh. You kidding me? Whatever. Well, we're stuck with the wasps. The wasps. Tastes like burgers. Yellow jacket burger. That sounds at least a little bit more appealing. Ah! Okay, we're okay. He left. Be nice to the wasp. And thank you, Skylar, for subscribing. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, you guys should subscribe too. Ever thought about that? Maybe like the stream. Maybe get off your butt and like the stream and hit that subscribe button. And how about you also donate your entire life savings? Share your social security number as well. Give us your banking information. We'll just do the donations to ourselves through the routing. You did sub? Well, thank you. I am a Nigerian prince, and I will give you $1,000 for $1 million for $1. And also, I am calling about your car's extended warranty. Oh, you got a Pokemon binder? Oh, you got a Charizard in there? By the way, if you're tuning in, we are watching this storm right here. Actually got a pretty decent little gust front, so hopefully these wasps get blown away. But yeah, a lot of rain going on in the Palm Bay and Sebastian. We also got another storm back over here. Actually, no, it's just north of that road. Never mind. This road right here, I think it was. It's where we saw all those tornadoes with Hurricane Milton. Yeah, we got a little storm over here, another little storm popping up near Fort Myers. We got storms all over Georgia, mainly just pop-up thunderstorms, not really expecting much severe weather. We've got storms in Birmingham as well. We got this weird spinning storm in Mississippi. It looks like a dying tropical system. And then, yeah, we also have some storms, 3 at once. Do I already have 3 on? Oh, I do. Let me turn that one off. Oh, I can't turn that one off. Oh, well, let me, wait, which one of these are on? There we go. Then we got also some storms over here near Dallas. Let's see what's going on up here in Montana. Are things getting started over here yet? Things are slowly getting started. We do have 2 little storms popped up over here. They're not severe yet, but they're just south of Havre. Our only severe thunderstorm warning in the country right now is in Arizona. This little storm's still going. Not really moving too much, though. Still going. No rotation. A lot of heavy rain and some hail. All right, Lexi just came back in, said things are still calm, a little windy, just enjoying my Pop-Tarts. All right. Check back in on these storms here. They are slowly making it down near Montreal. Actually, that's towards, that's away. There actually is a little bit of rotation on this storm. I'm not sure if that's side lobe, though, because we're so far away. There is a little bit of rotation there, though. And we're still monitoring it. Not quite there yet. Looks like this storm is probably going to go into like northern New York and then eventually like near Burlington. Is it hype or could there be tropical thing going on? I think the models have downtrended on that. As far as I'm aware, we could check tropical or no, weather nerds. What the heck?
Bill Chambers donated $25. 4 thumbs up.
Hey, thank you, Bill, for remembering that it is most helpful to donate on Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. So thank you so much. I do appreciate that. That is a huge help out to the channel. So huge shout out to Bill. Everybody put birthday cakes in the chat to Bill because I get that money right now. So let me go ahead and get that money right now and transfer it into my bank account. Because heck yeah. A little less broke thanks to Bill. Was that on Venmo? That must have been on Cash App. Oh, that was on Cash App. Never mind. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, a new severe thunderstorm warning over into Montana. That's gonna be for this storm, 1.5 inch hail. Oh wow, this storm is blowing up. Let's look at that Ville. Okay, we got Ville up into the 50s. Almost maxing out there. So yeah, big storm here. Let's see how tall that the echo tops are. Our echo tops are sitting at around 47,000 feet. So watch out. A tall storm with some hail and some severe winds are coming your way near Winifred there in Montana. So we lost our special weather statement. So we're basically just watching rain now. But it's better than nothing. I mean, we could be watching just wasps, but now we're watching wasps and rain. What's the threat? Well, we have a strong tornado threat today. It's just taking a little bit longer than we thought it would to get started. So it might not get started at all, but we'll see. We're monitoring the situation. Are we going to track more wildfires? Minnesota is popping off and it's been a bad season. If I can get geocolor on weather circle, yeah. And like fire temperature, but those are harder to get, I'm finding. So I need to figure out how to do that. Try saying rain wrapped wasps 3 times fast. Bet you can't. You just joined the stream from Massachusetts. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. We can look at Massachusetts for you. If you're wondering what's going on, we've got special weather statement for some wind. Or 20 to 30 mile per hour wind. So watch out for some wind. Yeah, it's pretty clear out there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's been a quiet day, but I promise it should pick up there in the Northeast. But again, we had some wildfires bring some smoke in the area, and our capping inversion is a little bit stronger because of that, because it has cooled down the surface a little bit in comparison to the temperatures aloft. But I am still expecting some damaging winds up there. It'll be interesting to see if the tornado threat can materialize, though. So we're just kind of waiting and just, yeah, waiting on the storms to change. I'll be waiting on the storms to change. There's a rotation in northern Vermont. No, there is not. There's no storms in northern Vermont. Are you frying? Are you typing? Wait, what? Are you typing fingers? Oh, you weren't talking to me. Okay, I got you. I was like, what? Oh, hell no. I'm trying to get my voice good because I want to start releasing music. I got a song that I've been that I typed up, and I got a melody to it and everything. My voice is not there yet. I need to get my voice there. It'll happen eventually if I just keep singing. I used to be good at singing, so I just need to dust off all the cobwebs. And it'll come back. Oh yeah, I've been singing a lot. Been singing a lot. It'll take a little bit. It's been about 10 years. Been about maybe a little bit longer than 10 years since I really gave it a go or was actually good at it. Like I was always like one of the best people in choir. And but then I never did anything with it because I was afraid to sing in front of people. But now I really don't care. So I'm just like, screw it. It's called practice. Practice? We're talking about practice. We do have a special weather statement to the west of Jackson, Florida. For 40 to 45 mile per hour winds. That storm, I think, will be moving towards Jacksonville. I remember this one guy saying when I was in choir, he was like, he was like a lot taller. And so like his voice was a lot more bassy. And I remember he was like, how come when I sing, we're singing the same exact note, but his voice, my voice, seems a lot higher than mine. I think that was like a diss, apparently. And that was also the place where I got bullied or goaded into a thing. He was like, what was it? It was a guy named Blake. He came up to me and he was like, wow, those are pretty nice clothes. I was like, thanks. He's like, yeah, I used to wear those before my dad got a job. I was like, no. Although, of course, I took that a lot more seriously because I was bullied quite a lot. So that like really pissed me off that day. And I had a bad day for the rest of the day. But yeah, I was short. I was short, man. They wouldn't let it go. They wouldn't let it go. I was 5'3" all the way until my sophomore year. And now I'm 6 foot. So joke's on them. Or I guess not really joke. Is this storm ever going to get here? I mean, there's a big wall of rain. Pure luck and genetics. You can't make your voice unique. Yes, you can. It's called not changing your voice when you sing. If you just sing with the voice that you are given, that is unique. No one else got that. the next Ryan Seacrest. Is that a compliment? I don't know. I think it was good. I think he had a good voice. So yeah, we'll take it. We'll take that as a compliment. All right, what's going on up here? Some stuff. Some stuff is happening. Definitely got a storm coming in. This will probably get severe warned once it starts to move into the United States. And in fact, let's check the Canadian alerts. Yeah. Looks like they are warning for severe thunderstorms already up there in Canada. I can never tell if these are watches or warnings. Yeah, we'll see. It's a coming. I thank you, Wild Tiv1, for subscribing. I do appreciate that there very much, very much. We got a blip. If there is a blip back over there, yeah. And that's going to be potentially one of the storms later on that could cause some issues. Also, another little blip over there near Drummondville. Can I sing in cursive? What happened to the 10% up in Maine? I think it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. It's just not happened yet. The storms are still in Canada. There was a storm earlier that got started, so I thought like the storms weren't supposed to happen today. A little like as early, but there was a chance that if it's sustained, there was some model indications yesterday on the HRRR at least that if it's sustained, it could become tornadic. But it died. And honestly, I should have known better because I checked the environment earlier and it was kind of crappy. But sometimes you just got to go live just in case. And that's what I did. And now we are just kind of buying time until things get started up there. Or mainly been just trying to catch views of this storm. I think I'm going to go more south because we're about to get hit by it. And I don't think it's going to be much more than just rain. Might be it for this road. Let me just check. Yeah. Oh, something to the right there. I think we got a better chance going over towards Melbourne. Where's Melbourne? There's Miko. Melbourne, Palm Bay. Up to here. So you want to go like somewhere down here. Oh, there's a chance. I see clouds of gray. Do we need to go more south, though, is the question. Is this one that's facing southbound? This one's facing northbound. This one might get quite a nice view later. So we might just keep it on this and keep our fingers crossed. Although I don't know why it's not seeing anything now, so a little bit concerning. We'll watch this one for now. See what happens. Canada does have storm-based warnings. They do. I think so. I'm not sure if I have them on my app correctly or not. We need more. Oh, we got someone posted over here in Texas. They said, hello, 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 hello. Welcome in. Thank you for coming on to Weather Circle. Let's go give an update on this severe thunderstorm warning here in Montana, where we do have this storm still with 1.5 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds just north of Winfred. So watch out over there in Winfred. Should go north of you, hopefully. Just double check to make sure we don't got any rotation. Yeah, we're good. We're good. This one over here near Stanford's probably getting pretty close to being severe. Yeah, it's pretty much there. They might throw a severe thunderstorm warning on this one soon too. And it's got cloud tops of almost 50,000 feet. We had a ton of rain in Indiana the other day, and the ground soaked up almost instantly. Dang. Yeah, strong tornadoes today possible all the way up here. So, but we're kind of just waiting. We're kind of just waiting. Waiting on the storms to come. And we're waiting on the storms to come. I feel like there should be a good shelf cloud here. It says this is facing northbound. Doesn't really make much sense to me. Like, are we too far south? No, the leading edge of it's like right here. But everywhere you look, it just kind of looks the same. There must not be a shelf cloud with this. Whatever, I'll keep watching this. Maybe we'll catch some lightning or something cool. Dude, the cells near San Antonio have a tornado threat. Hold on, let me go check on this new severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, it's like they did decide to warn this storm near Stanford. It's going to be heading up towards Coffee Creek. This one's actually maybe potentially got a little bit of rotation. Yeah, right in there. Might be a little bit side lobe, though. And keep an eye on that. Yeah, watch out. There's one in Shale, 60-mile-per-hour wind. That's literally about to move into Stanford, so definitely get indoors for that. Let me check San Antonio for potential tornado threat. Odd. I mean, was there one forecasted? No. But do we have rotations? We kind of do. They're not very strong rotations, but there are rotations. Like this one looks interesting. There. Near Castle Hills. Let me get our Texas cams. Might be able to catch a tornado in Texas, which would be odd. Unexpected. Actually, let me put this on this one. Since we gave up on South Carolina. There's a camera somewhere in South Carolina with a beautiful view. All right, San Antonio should have a decent amount of cameras. You know. And then this area of rotation is north of Balkan Heights. Got to get my bearing straight here. Oh boy. God, it's so hard to tell. San Antonio. Then you got this little crooked road that goes up there. And then there's Balkan Heights. We want to be like here. But yeah, we're monitoring this little area of rotation here. There's definitely a tight little circulation. There's no debris ball. Let me see where this is going. It's gonna go just on the left side of that highway. It's tight enough to where I'm like, you know, we very well could get a tornado warning. Let me get this camera put exactly where I think this might cross over if it does. It's going to be like over like right off here. What is this? Is this looking north or south? And if we can find like a south facing camera, yeah, we'll stick it right here. We also got another little rotation just to the west of Belvedere. What the heck's happening over here? Let me check our, before things get a little interesting, let me check our mesoscale analysis. There must be some sort of little area of spin over here. Decent instability. There's a little area of 100 SRH there near San Antonio. Very interesting. Got another area of rotation over here near Balkan Heights again. A little bit further south. What happened to that northern one? Okay, that one occluded back over here. We have a new area of rotation about to cross a little bit further south. So let's move our camera back over to that area now. Well, unexpected. What's going on over here in Texas? I want to be like right here, honestly. This is looking west, apparently. I mean, got little tiny circulations all along this area. I don't know if they're going to be enough to cause an actual tornado or not, but it's worth keeping an eye on them. Let me refresh this camera as well. And then we'll go back to our severe thunderstorm warnings and give updates on those, and also an update on our enhanced risk as well. Where there's a chaser on it on Omega. I have no idea who he is. What's his name? Do you know his name? Oh, look at this. Some rain and some wind here in Florida. We're going to cover Canada. Kind of, yeah. If it's close enough to the border to see it, we'll talk about it. I doubt they'll add a 2%. I doubt it. Usually they don't add it last minute like that. But I mean, if we get a tornado, that would be interesting. I'm not seeing any like strong enough circulation to support a tornado, but we're close on a couple of them. All right, let's see here. Severe thunderstorm warning back over here is now producing a flood threat near Dudleyville, so watch out, flash flood warning. And now ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds possible with that storm. And then we got an extension on our severe threat here in Montana. That's going to be for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Let me take this warning off the screen. So watch out for that. So we got a couple of storms really getting their act together. We also got more storms to the south near Bozeman, Montana. Let's come back up here to Maine, and yeah, the storms are getting closer. They're now over Montreal. Not seeing any rotations in those guys, but probably some pretty strong winds coming through the Montreal area. All right, back down over to San Antonio, where we do have some rotations. Some stronger winds, too, about to come into that area. How many of these rotations are actually associated? So that's a legitimate one. That one is a legitimate one. And that one's legitimate. All these rotations further to the south are legitimate. This one's a little bit tighter. Like, these are going to probably not be very... These are probably going to be super weak tornadoes if they do produce any. But I'd be weather aware here in San Antonio. We're keeping an eye on it with this camera here. Dudleyville. What state is that? Yeah, the problem, unfortunately, with Texas is that this radar is probably on like clear air mode. Kind of see something back in here, so we're probably not going to get many scans. We have to wait a while for these scans. Yeah, it's kind of a weird event happening over here in San Antonio, I will say. I mean, we haven't got any tornadoes yet, but there's a lot of little areas of spin. Yeah, so their sales is not on, so we're gonna have to wait a while for these scans to come in. So hopefully we get that new scan soon. But yeah, if you live in San Antonio or just north of San Antonio, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of rotation. I don't think this one's legit, but it could be. So 4 areas of rotation, maybe potentially 5. So if you live in anywhere along this line, I wouldn't say to freak out, because if we do get a tornado, it's probably going to be really weak and barely damage your house. But if you live in like a trailer or something, I would, have some evacuation plans. Ooh. Just got a new scan. And the rotation did weaken a tad on that one. And all the rotations all weakened just a little bit on this latest scan. It looks like our rotations are moving like to the north. They're like spinning off here, moving kind of to the north. But we'll keep an eye on it. Again, this camera's kind of close to it. If we see anything, we'll let y'all know. It's going to be hard to tell, though, because there's a lot of rain in this area. We did get a severe thunderstorm watch back over here in Montana. So watch out for that. Again, mainly going to be large. The hail threat wasn't that elevated up here, so we're definitely getting an overperformance of our hail threat here. So we do have a couple of decent sized hailers, or we had some. Yeah, some ping pong ball sized hail. 1-inch hail on this one, and some 1-inch hail on that one. So decent little hail threats there. Damaging winds as well, up to 60 to 70 mile per hour winds are going to be possible with these storms. All right, storms have fully made it through Montreal, and now they're about to go through Saint Lazare and Saint Marthe. Almost to the United States. Guess we'll come back down here. Let me change this camera. My stomach is starting to feel a little sour on me, guys. I don't know why. One says it's looking southbound. Just gain access to flock cameras. What is that? Never heard of flock. The flock is that? This one apparently is facing northbound. Maybe we'll see a shelf cloud here. I wish I had Pepto. I ain't got nothing for my stomach right now. Yeah, still waiting on the latest scan. Must live under a rock. What? I mean, can I get access to them? Could be helpful. You always have Pepto? Yeah. Like, my stomach's been doing pretty well for a good most of this month. People that are cutting them down all over Houston. Nope, man. Let me look them up. What are our flock cameras? Flock camera is a specialized AI-powered license plate reader manufactured by Flock Safety, widely used by police departments, private businesses, and neighborhood associations. Instead of streaming live video, they snap still images of passing cars and instantly log the license plate, make, a model, and color, and unique features. Haven't these been a thing for a while? Data retention. System sends when a car is associated with a stolen plate, Amber Alert, or wanted by a suspect drives by. System sends immediate real-time alerts to local law enforcement. Okay, that's good. They focus exclusively on vehicles in public view. They capture objective details like bumper stickers, damage, or roof wrecks, but are not designed to use facial recognition to identify people. Why are they controversial? While opponents argue that flock cameras are a vital tool for recovering stolen vehicles and solving violent crimes, technology faces significant backlash. Privacy advocates, including the American Civil Liberties Union, criticizes the cameras for acting as a system of mass surveillance that tracks the movements of everyday citizens without a warrant. Buddy. Buddy, if you're concerned about that, you need to throw your phone in the trash. That's your concern? Hello? Your phone literally tracks your every movement. I mean, I get it. Both are the same. They're both surveilling. But I'd be more worried about the phone in the pocket than some camera on some traffic thing. Because that thing's only tracking you where you are on the road. Your phone connects to Wi-Fi. Even if it doesn't give you access to the Wi-Fi, it connects to every single Wi-Fi router. The phone companies know every single step you take. That's why you get targeted ads. I mean, no, flock cameras are just another additive layer. I'm not saying they're a good thing, but I'm just saying, like, I don't understand how you can be outraged about flock cameras and still have a phone. So I'm just pointing out the obvious contradiction. I mean, if you're going to get serious about it, get serious about it. Throw your camera in the trash, or throw your phone in the trash. You love your Galaxy too much. They need a warrant for phones, not the companies. When you buy a phone and accept the terms and conditions, they can literally sell all of your data to any company they want. All right, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Florida, which again, I am not saying it's a good thing. That's a bad thing. But again, if you are concerned about that, you should definitely be throwing your phone into the trash. I personally don't care. They can track every movement of mine. Whatever. I ain't doing nothing suspicious. All right, there's a little severe thunderstorm warning over here in Florida. Vero Beach, Gifford, Indian River Shores, Windsor, Sebastian, Roseland, and Miko are all in the path. This severe thunderstorm warning. Let me see if I have any traffic camera. I don't think I have traffic cameras this close to that part of the storm. I will double check. Yeah, unfortunately, none on that road. Jeez, these cameras are getting dark over here. I was looking at the grass. That's helpful. This one is looking northbound. Maybe eventually we get a good view of a storm from this one. I don't know. We're trying. Who cares? Where's the tornadoes in the northeast? Still not happening yet. In fact, we do have storms coming, but again, it's taking its sweet time. In fact, it might not even happen. Ooh, what's going on over there, though? There's a little area of rotation near Tres Saint Redemptor. A little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while. All right, latest scan back over here. We did just get it. Still have some rotation here. No debris signature yet, but I'd still be keeping an eye on this storm. It's not strong rotation, but enough to keep monitoring. And then the rotations up here are just pretty broad. This one might be a little bit on the tighter side, but I think we got a little bit of contamination there. Have there been any Quebecios tornadoes today? Not that I am aware of. The most we've been able to see is with our Vermont radar here. Unfortunately, we don't have radars in Canada, with my program at least. We do have global radar, which does show some storms over there near Schwanigan and Montreal, but none of them are that strong. Or I mean, they could be strong. I don't know. That's a misstatement there. We do have storms popping up though over north of Montpelier, also near Berlin, south of Sherbrooke. These ones are interesting. Cloud tops still a little bit on the low side, around 32,000 feet. So not super mature storms, but I gotta monitor these guys. Let me check our atmosphere, see if we've had any changes and what to expect here if those storms can mature. Let's check here. Surface-based Cape. Decent amount of instability though, still capped out near the surface. Mixed layer. Mixed layer is not as capped, so low level lapse rates. Whoa, low level lapse rates are into fives. That is low and not very favorable. Storm relative velocity 200. So yeah, if those storms can fire and mature, maybe a tornado threat could develop with these storms as well. So I got to keep an eye on those. Those are in northern Vermont and over there near New Hampshire. It's popping off. I wouldn't say popping off yet, but we do have small thunderstorms developing for now. Let me see how fast these have developed. Yeah, developed pretty quickly, so I wouldn't, definitely some quick growth. Will they sustain given our lower level inversion and our crappy lapse rates? That is the main question. Definitely could get some strong winds though. Top cam is very dark. Yes, it is. This is that little storm in Florida. This is not the severe one. This is the one with the special weather statement on it. But I was hoping we'd be able to catch some strong winds. You know what? I got a better idea. Hold on. A wing and a prayer idea. We want to be near West Vero Corridor. Oh, we're already there. Okay. So we're already doing the wing and the prayer idea. So it's looking the wrong way, but this is what the bottom of the shelf cloud looks like. I really was trying hard to get like an actual view of that shelf cloud, but we've so far been unsuccessful. We just don't have any cameras looking to the north, unfortunately. Might be able to see something with some of these cameras. It appears not. Yeah, most of our cameras are facing south right now for some reason. So that's a little bit annoying. We do have some cameras like this one that's looking northbound. Might be able to catch something. I don't know. Sing a Justin Bieber song? I don't even know any lyrics to those. New severe thunderstorm warning in Montana. Turn back on observer mode. That's going to be for this guy near Dudleyville. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Oh, wait, that's in Arizona. Where's that one in Montana? Where's the most recent one? Probably this one. Near Lewistown, 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds on this storm. That'll be moving to the north and east towards Lewistown, so watch out for that storm. There was a tornado in Barrington, Massachusetts. I don't remember what year, but it was an EF4. Wow. Have you heard about the kind of random SIG tours in the Rockies? Was that recent? Or is that like a past event? Wasp. They happen occasionally over time. That is interesting. I wonder what causes those. Need to get a Trey Convective Chronicles video about that.
A radar-indicated tornado warning has been issued for these areas.
I'm assuming that's going to be here, yeah. Wait, why is that doing that? I hate it when this happens. Let me just make sure we got a tornado warning in Texas. It's San Antonio. There we go. It's going to be over there near Castle Hills. We have a decent little area of rotation there. Yeah, so one did get there as of our latest scan. So again, if you live in Castle Hills, make sure you are in your safe spots. This is not a tornado on the ground yet, but it doesn't have enough rotation to support a tornado. We actually can get camera like right underneath this, so let's go ahead and do that. It would be this one. Oh, wow. Perfect. It is static. See if we see anything over here. Castle Hills. Actually, it's kind of moved over just next to this place, like right here. Is that a cloud or a raindrop? I think that's our area of rotation. Looks like a funnel. But I think that's raindrop enhanced. I cannot tell. But that would be theoretically where our rotation would be. Back in there. It's not very tight though, so. Definitely raindrop there. That might be the mesocyclone of this storm. If you're just now tuning in, we got a tornado warning in Texas. It's in San Antonio, in northern San Antonio, approaching Castle Heights in Hill County. We're watching the mesocyclone of this storm on a traffic camera. Rotation on radar isn't super strong as of our latest scans. but could recycle and maybe try to, you know, drop a tornado. We've been seeing rotation in this area for a while, so honestly, this tornado warning isn't super surprising, at least in terms of the context of what the storm has been doing recently. But in terms of what it was supposed to do today, I would say it's pretty surprising. So if you guys live in this area, and that's Castle Hills, Hill County, Hollywood Park, all need to be in their safe spots as the lowest, most interior portion of your house with as many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. Again, there's your tornado warning. There is your rotation directly over this road, which has no name. Oh, there it is. Connolly Loop. Directly over Connolly Loop. Okay, whoever was controlling that oh, someone's controlling the camera. Let's see if they can actually find the storm. Or if they're just going to look in the wrong place the entire time. I think they're trying to find the storm. Hopefully. You live really close to that camera, well, make sure that you are in your safe spot. Because that camera is located just right here. Like literally right in, like, I think it's on Callaghan Road or near Cherry Creek or something like that. Latest thing over here, 1 inch hail, 60 mile/hour winds. This is in Montana. That is going to be for hail. So guys, make sure you are indoors and away from windows for that. And we had a view on that area, but now it's gone. That camera changed. Maybe they went to a different camera. So let me go check in on that possibility. So there are multiple little cameras in this area. Got that one. Let's check this one. That one's not seeing it. That one's not seeing it. This one kind of sees something. Maybe this camera would be better. No. All right, this is our best camera right now. Definitely some clouds on the right. It's definitely our area of interest right there. But yeah, the rotation as of our latest scans is dying. Let's go. That's what we want to see. Rotation is getting a lot weaker. Definitely some stronger winds though in Castle Hill. And thank you, Mark, for subscribing and paying as well. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Rotation's actually getting a little bit concerning over here north of Belvedere or Bulverde. It's definitely trying to wrap up a little bit. Keep an eye on that storm. That could be the next one that gets tornado warned. Latest scan just came in again. Looks like the rotation intensified as of the latest scan again. A little bit tight area of circulation. No debris signature yet. So like this storm is cycling pretty quickly, which is actually how it's kind of been, to be honest. Let's come back to our camera. Just make sure that nobody's controlling a camera and looking at the storm. They were trying to control the camera earlier. That camera down. Oh, there it is. Okay. We've got a view of the storm. Maybe. They just zoomed in randomly. There it is. Wow. Look at that. That's the storm. No, go back. What are you doing? Sir, I can assure you there is nothing more important than that area that you were just looking at. Keep going to the right. There you go. Now stick it right there. There it is. Okay, I cannot see a tornado right now. But that is definitely a lowering. Definitely got what appears to be a wall cloud on this storm. So watch out over there near Castle Hills. Rotation is getting a little bit stronger again. And latest scan, looks like it's cycling again, actually. Storm actually has a hook on it now. Got a little hook on it, and still, I mean, there's enough rotation in there to be in your safe spots there in Castle Hill. Again, this storm has been recycling and recycling and recycling over and over. I think we were watching this storm. I don't know how many people we had from San Antonio that were watching with us when we were watching this storm 30 minutes ago, but hopefully that gave out an early enough warning for you guys. There's some little scraggly bits under there. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm wondering if... No, that makes it all blurry. Wondering if like sharpening this at all would help. And if you're just now tuning in, we are watching the tornado part of a storm here that is in San Antonio. And that's sharpening all the way up. Did that help? No, that made it worse. Actually, I really didn't just change it at all. Yeah, this is where the tornado would drop. All right, here's our latest scan on our radar. As you can see, there's our little supercell here on the southern part here. And right in that little mezzo, that's what we're looking at. A little area of rotation. No debris signature right now, so we don't think it's on the ground. And we can have that, we have that visual here of nothing on the ground yet. But there is still enough rotation, in my opinion, to be in your safe spots for over there in Castle Hill. Again, that's Hill County. Village, Hollywood Park, and Castle Hill all need to be in their safe spots. Hopefully, this doesn't produce. But this is now turning into a discrete supercell. I'm very surprised that we got a discrete supercell here in San Antonio. Again, this is in northern San Antonio. This area of rotation is directly over Castle Hills right now. Directly over Castle Hills. It's got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Vermont, by the way. Oh, no. Yeah, Vermont. That's going to be for St. Jonesbury and Lyndonville. Okay, latest scan, still showing some rotation at the surface, but I think this storm is going through another cycle. Anything going on in Vermont? Yeah, we just got to, well, you just heard that probably. I'm a few miles away to the west, and I just heard thunder. Yes. Yeah, this storm does have some lightning inside of it. As well as some rotation. The latest scans, though, the rotation is not as strong as it was, but this storm has gone through multiple cycles. So we're going to keep watching it here until the tornado warning expires. Just in case it tries to drop one. And it's supposed to be a 0% chance that a tornado happens in Texas today, but we've gotten a little bit of a surprise with the storm in a kind of surprise environment. So just keep your eyes peeled. Be in your safe spots still in Castle Hills. That rotation is still pretty much parked directly over you. And then this is going to be moving probably slowly towards like Prince Drive or Patricia Drive or the McAllister Freeway. And then maybe eventually towards Werbach Parkway as this storm continues off to the north and east. Thank you, True Wildcard, Logan, Casey Lee, and Walik for subscribing. Welcome in. Thank you so much. An Oklahoma accent. What even is an Oklahoma accent? I didn't even know y'all had an accent. I thought y'all just stole Texas's accent. It's like some wind is pushing into our storm right now. I wonder if that's like an RFD trying to push in. Thanks for all your hard work. Yeah, no problem. No problem. That's what we're here for. What we're here for, just to keep you guys in the know when these storms start to happen. This one's a surprise, though, I will say. This one is definitely a surprise. Still waiting on that latest scan to come in. Our last scan was at 7:05. This is what our storm looks like on radar right now. You can see that we do have some reds going in this direction, greens going in this direction, but we do have some grays in between. So our rotation is a little bit on the broad side. It's not going to produce a tornado with a look like that. And our latest scan, it just got weaker. So our storm is either cycling or it's about to die. So fingers crossed, it's about to die. Let's keep an eye on it. Again, that weak rotation is now just north of Castle Hills. Still generally moving to the east northwest, or to the northeast. Used to live right in that area. Could never imagine a tornado touching down in Castle Hills. Well, so far, I don't think we have had. Was that a power flash? Or did a light just turn on back there? Did y'all see that? That kind of looked like a power flash. I don't know what that was. I'm not going to call it a power flash. But if it was, then that means we might have a weak tornado on the ground back there. Did y'all see that? That little flash that popped up and then went away? I can't tell if that was... And it was right underneath that little lowering area. I wonder if there's a little weak NATO back there. I do want to take a moment. There is a camera that's technically closer to... No, we are actually at the closest camera. Never mind. Yeah, there it is again. Yeah, I don't think that's a power flash. I think that's a camera artifact. And it was in the same spot too. So I think like when the camera is like shifting its resolution because it's kind of got crappy network service, obviously. I think that's what makes it look like a power flash, but it's not. I don't think that was a power flash. It looks like a camera artifact. Yeah, there it is again. See, same spot. Camera artifact. That was not a power flash, thankfully. So our radar isn't lying to us. There still doesn't appear to be a tornado on the ground. Is there a lowering? There's been a couple of lowerings. There is kind of a lowering back in there. That could be the wall cloud, but again, the storm, let me go back to radar. Our storm just doesn't, hold on, let me get this warning out of the way here. It's got stuck. The rotation is just not strong. It's very weak. So the storm's either recycling or the rotation is dying completely. So we're keeping an eye on it here because this will tell us way faster than our radar will if the tornado touches down. Someone is turning their porch light on and off. I don't think we'd be able to see it from back there. I'm also wondering maybe if that could be like a maybe like an airport light or something. I will say we have been struggling to see storms all day, and the fact that the only storm we've been able to see today is the tornado warned storm is hopefully a good sign of luck. Yeah, see, there's the flash again. It's actually pretty periodic. I'm wondering if that is like some sort of like airport light or something. But we can confirm 100% that that was not a tornado making a power flash. So very happy on that fact. Still waiting for that latest scan. Our storm base is looking still pretty low to the ground. It is getting a little bit harder to tell what the storm is doing. Let me see if we've got a camera that's maybe pointed at the storm, maybe a little bit better or a little bit closer to it. Just want to double check that we got the best one here. Yep, this is still our best one. All right, there's a little lowering on the left side now. Could just be Scud though. Yeah, it looks like that was Scud. Yeah, I mean, the base of the storm is definitely getting flatter. means our storm is probably becoming a little bit of is becoming more outflow dominant. But I'm still watching our latest scans. The last one came in at 717. This is what our storm is looking at right now. Definitely still got a little bit of a supercellular shape, but our rotation on this on the radar is really not that strong on storm relative and regular. So again, I still want Hill County Village and Hollywood Park and the surrounding areas to be in their safe spots, but for now, the tornado is not imminent. We'd have to see something change. Definitely have to see a change by the next scan to be a little bit more concerned about this. And if you're just now tuning in, we have a tornado warning here in San Antonio. Did have stronger rotation earlier. We weren't able to confirm a tornado on this storm yet. And as of right now, it just passed over Castle Hills and is heading towards Hill County and Hollywood Park here just north of San Antonio, Texas. So if you live in those two areas that I just mentioned, you do need to be in your safe spots. This tornado warning expires in 2 minutes, and they might just let it expire. Yeah, it just expired. So they just allowed that tornado warning to expire, and the rotation is a lot weaker. Hey, thank you, Leon, for the 30 joules. Thank you so much. With the clutch. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That does help out the channel, apparently. So we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning back over here near Judith Gap. It's going to be for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Apparently, Help seems to think that this storm might have a little bit bigger hail than what is being indicated. So let's go check that out. We got Ville. Oh, yeah. Ville's pretty elevated on this storm. Our cloud tops are pretty high. Almost 60,000 foot cloud tops. Wow. I mean, we either have a lot. Okay, never mind. They just upgraded this to 2-inch hail as of our latest warning. So 2-inch hail, that is considerable hail. That can definitely do some damage. So if you live over there near Hobson or just east of Hobson in Montana, that is a strong storm. Let's come back and check over in our enhanced risk. And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning over here. That's 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds on this storm. Not a whole lot of rotation on it. It is still struggling to mature. We also have some more storms south of Granby, pushing down to the south, and not much else other than that. We also have another storm entering into northern New Hampshire with no rotation. So still not a mature storm on that one either. So that helped a lot. No problem. No problem. Glad we were here to help. Does 2.2-inch hail indicator, so does hail tag, 2-inch hail. Tag does make sense, yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at this camera. It's in Florida. And some strong winds. What's going on in Florida? Did we saw that severe thunderstorm warning? We do not. Although shelf clouds are certainly possible still. I'm still on a shelf cloud hunt out here in Florida. We need to be closer to White City, though, I do believe. Come on, just give us a beautiful shelf cloud. Just give me what I ask for, please. Just one. Ooh. Some. A cloud. 2.6 now? Wow. Yeah, I mean those storms are definitely overperforming in Montana. If we got a, I mean, the fact that we had 2-inch hail, yeah, this storm is a beast. Storm is a beast. We have Ville of up to 78. which is vertically integrated liquid. Essentially what that measures is the strength of the updraft. Stronger the updraft, typically the larger hail it can support. And when you have echo tops, nearing 60,000 feet, that means it's reaching up into very cold temperatures, and that is going to be dropping a lot of hail, some big hail to it. I would not be surprised if we got this upgraded to a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, or close to a PDS. Good question though. This is supposed to be a different color. That was going to be something I was going to announce today. Considerable is orange. Let me change that to like a darker orange. Still the same color. Okay, that's a bug I gotta fix. It's in the wow. Yeah, this could have some baseballs in it. This could have some baseballs in it. They're just north of Hobson. Very strong severe thunderstorm warning over here just to the east of Sanford. Honestly, by this time, I really thought we'd have some more tornadic storms by 7 p.m. here. It looks like that capping inversion is definitely holding. The one we've been talking about all day. Oh yeah, it's not only holding, it seems to be strengthening. Still might break 6 hours for now. What would that be? 3 a.m.? I'm not gonna be out for that. Shoot. Yeah, we might have to make a decision about this thread over here. If those storms don't do anything, then yeah, just a little check back over here in Texas. Looks like our areas of rotation have calmed down. That little tornado threat seems to have dissipated there, thankfully. Do still have this flood threat ongoing here, so keep your eye out for that. Strongest storms right now in our country are back over here in Montana. Pretty much storms are happening everywhere. Like very dangerous storms are happening everywhere, but our enhanced risk area. We got some hail contamination here. It appears like there might be some rotation. Let me just check our radar. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some rotation there, but we got a lot of hail in this area, so this could be purely hail contamination. Man, look at our CC. How much it's dropping for this hail. It definitely could be some large hailstones in there. What are the hail chances over in Virginia? Or well, not Virginia, Vermont? Let me check. I think they are elevated. Yeah, we could have some very large hail over here as well, but which could still be possible. But again, that surface inversion is doing our storms in right now, kind of preventing them from really maturing. But I do think we're still going to have somewhat of a tornado threat, and also some sort of I think our highest chance is still for damaging winds in this area. So if these storms can't get rooted at the surface, it's going to be very hard for them to produce. And when you have that cooler air near the surface, yeah, that keeps a storm from becoming too surface based. So really big questions about whether or not we're going to actually get tornadoes up here or not. But I mean, apparently we still got a long ways to go. We should have had some stronger storms by 7 p.m. and that has not happened because our surface inversion has stuck around a lot longer than the models indicated yesterday. So we're already getting a failure mode in today's event up here, Will that kill the storms all the way throughout the night? It is theoretically possible, but some models are still indicating that we could get something fire, maybe a little bit more vigorous, by the time we get into like 11 or 3 a.m., which would be like the next time where we're probably going to get more widespread thunderstorms. I don't know. My gut is telling me it's going to underperform, but I don't want to be premature. I mean, I still think some tornadoes are going to be possible, but it's going to be hard with only, we have 200 SRH. So, the storms would need to mature in order to be able to tap into that spin environment. If they can't mature, it's going to be hard for them to do that. Who would have thought we're covering Montana? More than New Jersey. I mean, more than New Hampshire today. It's very dark to the south of me in Vermont, but it's disappointing otherwise. It's always going to be disappointed, especially when you're in enhanced risk. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, have storms out there trying to kill you. Disappointing is a good thing. I know you probably wanted like a thunderstorm. It's pretty rare up there, but I mean, you'll get plenty of opportunities to have more thunderstorms. Missing out on the thunderstorms today, probably a good thing. Sing a Hannah Montana song? No. The one song that I might be able to be convinced is So Easy by Olivia Dean. That one I've actually been using to practice. We just got a new severe thunderstorm watch out here. Interesting. They didn't go with a tornado watch. That's interesting. Oh, wow. They just upgraded this to 3-inch hail. So this is now a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. So it's like help is on to something as usual. And yeah, 3-inch hail. That is destructive hail. That is a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. If you live anywhere east of Hobson in Montana, watch out. We got 3-inch hail coming your way. Look at KGWX radar velocity in Mississippi. Red is away. The brain south. Let me see in Mississippi. There's only a couple in there, so it should be easy to find that radar. So that's this one. You're not seeing anything concerning. There's this little thing here, but I think we're dealing with some contamination there. Everything's good in Mississippi. No surprise NATOs like we saw, or NATO chances like we saw over there in Texas. I wonder if we'll have a better chance of seeing a storm over here near Jacksonville, Florida. Probably not. All right, let's bring our Florida cam a little bit further to the south again. All right, we want to be near Fort Pierce. It's south of that, so like somewhere here. They're all looking southbound. Oh, got some dark skies in it. Just looking north. You can kind of see something. I feel like if we can get one just a little bit further back, looking north, we might get lucky. Come on. Just for the one time. I mean, we've literally clicked on every camera on this road. It's crazy. I mean, this one is looking south. Okay. This one should be looking north, but it's looking south. Why look south when you can look north? This one's looking north, but it's not looking high enough. This one's looking north, but it's looking at a sign. This one's looking south. This one is looking north. So we're just going to stick it on this one. This is our best one for this thunderstorm in Florida. And you might be wondering, Evan, why do we keep watching this thunderstorm in Florida? Well, because it's the only thing we got. Only thing we got to watch right now. I don't think we have any cameras in Montana, especially out in this area. So. New severe thunderstorm watch back over here near Berlin, Rangeley, and Farmington. Wow. So they're opting. So it looks like they're seeing the same things that we're seeing. The fact that they didn't issue a tornado watch means they are not confident anymore on that tornado watch or the tornado probabilities as they were earlier. Little tornado happened on a bar cam in Florida. Oh yeah, is that the one that came onto the beach? That was crazy. Alberta? What's going on in Alberta? I can't tell. Manitoba, Saskatchewan. You know, that's the thing. Like, I typically don't want. I don't like using. Oh yeah, there's storms over there. I don't like using storm chasers footage unless I'm actually doing coverage. Usually, be helpful if they're over here, but I mean, we're not even covering those storms. So, what we would be doing, like if they got a tornado, you know, we'd go over there and look at it, and then that doesn't help anybody. So really, we're just using them to increase our views, which is a little bit unethical. So, we can use Storm Runner Media, but I'll let them do their thing. I was looking for San Antonio. The tornado threat's passed, thankfully. But you know, we still got some rain and some flash flooding in the area, so I would definitely be keeping an eye on that. All right, let's see if they fixed. Yeah, there we go. Look at that, color polygons that are associated. Nice, 3-inch hail on that one, and this one has 2-inch hail. Yay. So now we can know the difference. The new update. This is supposed to already have been there, but it was broken. Had a small bug. Do want to, can I increase the opacity of this? Do I need to add an opacity thing? Fill should be at 80, but I don't think there's opacity for the severity colors. Seems like the opacity is low. Hard to tell, but it's good enough. Yeah, watch out over here in Lewistown. We do got a big hailer coming your way in Montana. Again, this storm has 3-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That hail is going to be strong enough to definitely destroy windows, and even obviously not like destroy roofs in the sense that your roof's going to be gone, but you know, you're probably gonna have to get a new roof. You know, if you live in a trailer, sometimes 3-inch hail can actually go through the roof, so be careful over there in Lewistown. I do want to just double check. I don't think Montana has good traffic cameras, but maybe Lewistown, like if they do have live cams, maybe Lewistown would be an area they'd put one. So let me just double check. I don't think so though. So it's always good to double check. Let's see here. This is just a little bit north of that area. Are they even live? Okay, there are no live cameras. Man, is Montana beautiful. Look at this view. It's near Judith Gap. A little picture out there. One of the storms. They do have a little camera near Lewistown. See if you can see any hail on the road there. No. What about back over here near Hobson? Yeah, that's the storm in the background there. But no live cams. That a debris ball over San Antonio? I doubt it, but I'll check in on it. Just to quell some fears. Yeah, there's just, yeah, no debris ball over San Antonio. All good. Check back over here where we have this severe thunderstorm warning still in progress near the Concord area. Can't really see this storm too well. Let me check. Yeah, unfortunately, this storm is in a mountain. So it's going to be hard for us to tell exactly what's happening. But if you live over here near Concord in Lunenburg, I would be indoors and away from windows. Some 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds are still possible. Will be possible that this storm as well gets some severe thunderstorm warning on it as well. Let me check the VIL on these. Not very high. The cloud tops are pretty shallow too. So you don't really need a big storm out here to get a severe thunderstorm warning. You can see it best from Montreal radar. Yeah, I wish I had Canadian radars. That would... we don't have enough people on Weather Circle to add more radars, because every radar, like radar actually like scanning, like storing the radar scans and daily is like the majority of my costs, at least on the cloud server side of things. Yeah, Storm Runner Media is live in Alberta, yeah. Well. I need more Wowdas. So I'm gonna go get me some more Wowdas. We'll keep our radar here since these are our stronger storms right now, and I'll be right back. Let me get some Wowdas. New severe thunderstorm warning in Arizona. Just north of Wilcox. So watch out. Well, still got this 3-inch severe thunderstorm warning here. Does look like doesn't look as bad as it did. Yeah, the VIL's definitely dropped, and our echo tops are, I mean, they're still pretty up there, but not as tall. So I do think our storm is weakening a tad. Help, what is your little radar saying in terms of where that hail range is right now? As it does look like it's weakening a bit. I mean, it still probably has like 2-inch hail, but, or maybe just under 2-inch hail, somewhere around that range. There's lightning on this camera here. Oh man, I can't see crap. I gotta go back further to the south. It's getting quite dark out there. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but it is coming nighttime at the moment. Believe it or not. Yeah, I really wish we had cams or chaser or something over there in Montana, but I'll tell you what, it's hard to come by. I got chaser in July. It's hard. Hey, thank you, Filippo, for the $10. Thank you for looking at Mississippi for you. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for bringing it Thank you for, you know, trying. That's all I care about. You know, every time you try to find rotation and fail, it's a learning moment, you know. And, you know, the fact that you're trying is better than what some people do. So, you know, keep it up. I guess this one's looking to the north, is it? Yeah, this one's looking north. Is this the one we were just looking at? Oh, and this one's also a little bit clearer too. Maybe we'll see some lightning. Latest scan shows $1 to $half. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. And the Vil dropped and the Echo Tops drops significantly, so that does make sense. So we're probably gonna get a downgrade on this 3-inch hailstorm, but just in case there's still some ooh, what happened to the velocities? Just in case there are some issues still, I still want you guys to be you know, indoors and away from those windows, especially away from the windows, please. It's behaving more like the storm it should have. Oh, we got a poster over here. It's like Perseverance says, all my street lights just went out. Lots of CGs. Okay. Yeah, pretty decent storm apparently over there near Newport. Do not have a good view on that storm whatsoever. This is not bad. This is probably the best view we've had of these storms with this radar. It's super far away, but you can get a little bit of a better depiction of what they're looking like. You want lightning? Check that storm headed through northern New Hampshire. That was a wild show. Are you Perseverance on Weather Circle? Yeah, I mean, apparently there's a lot of lightning with these storms. New severe thunderstorm warning echo over here for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Wow, there's like no cities out here. Just south of Harlowton. Yeah, this storm has weakened significantly. I do not believe there's 3-inch hail inside of it anymore. Ah, gotcha. Well, it looks like the NWS agreed with you. Yeah, I mean, the Vil on this storm is actually less than this one. And this one's at $half, so I'm probably going to get that downgraded to $half sized hail shortly. And this one too, this 2-inch hail one, probably going to get downgraded as well. So glad we were able to get Vil. This one's almost severe, just south of Livingston in Montana. Still got this stronger storm near Wilcox. This storm is moving to the south and west, by the way, counterintuitively. So if you live over there near Wilcox, watch out. Warn for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Wonder if there's a dust problem with that. A little bit of a slower day than I thought it was going to be. This one near Judith Gap. Yeah, almost in the 70s there. Cloud tops. If I were to say, it'd probably be golf ball sized hail, maybe. But it kind of looks like it's struggling to hold its intensity. Might not last very long. You rockin', thank you for going live. I think it might pop off. Yeah, no problem. Maybe it's popping off over here, I'll tell you that. Well, was for a second. It's not nearly as bad, thankfully. That one storm just went bananas randomly in Montana. Bananas in Montana, that's what happened. I'm hoping these storms don't really do much, you know, to be honest. But it would be nice. Also got a storm entering into near Davistown in Maine. You guys need to be watching that storm as it comes through. You're in Orleans, Vermont, and the thunder and lightning are getting closer. It's getting interesting. We see where Orleans, Vermont is. Orleans. VT. Orleans County. Oh, yeah, you guys got a little storm coming through for sure. Not severe. They did allow that severe thunderstorm warning to expire. So these storms are struggling to even become severe at this point, which really kind of goes to show that, yeah, they're thunderstorms. And yeah, you know, these are probably pretty scary storms to a lot of you guys that are out there in Vermont and New Hampshire. I can assure you that, because you guys don't get thunderstorms very often. So hearing a little rumble now and then probably, you know, gets you a little excited or fearful. The good news is that we're not talking about anything super dangerous right now. Our storms are definitely underperforming, at least as of what they were supposed to be at this point. These storms were definitely supposed to be big hail producers, potentially tornadic, and also potentially producing 70 to 80 mile per hour winds, but they are not. And that being said, we go over to our MRMS radar. There doesn't really seem to be much beyond that. So it's really just going to be these storms for now, and then maybe something else will fire later off of this boundary that's back over here near Ottawa. So we shall see, but a little bit of a slow start, making me hopeful. You're 15 minutes south of Newport, Vermont. Okay. Is it near Rhode Island? No, it's not. But Rhode Island's all the way down here. Not really expecting much for you guys, really at all. Once these storms sink down to the south, they really shouldn't make it to Rhode Island. It's beautiful, not scary. I love the light show. Well, there you go. You're at Malta, Montana, northeast of that of the severe warning, starting to get pretty dark and cloudy here. The good news is they did downgrade this severe thunderstorm warning to ping pong ball sized hail. And that's going to be going into Lewistown here shortly. So still some hail. Not going to be that kind of hail that breaks your windows, but could put some dents in your car. You know, won't kill you or your animals, but will definitely bruise you. So you don't want to be outside. But survivable for sure. Unlike that, I mean, that 3-inch hailstorm. Holy crap. You get hit in the head with a 3-inch hailstorm, you're going to be taking a nap. Maybe forever. So hopefully nobody was outside when that one happened. Yeah, the Texas one died out, yeah. When I saw my first real storm here in Chicago, it was incredible. Nice. Yeah, there's nothing like seeing your very first shelf cloud, I will say. Do we have anything to look at in Florida? Florida is our only state that has good cameras. Might get lucky near Jacksonville. Hold on. Don't lose hope in Florida yet. We got a storm north of Jacksonville that is super weak, but could have some lightning. Maybe. We can get a friggin' sky view. Please. Let me see the sky. I just want to see the sky. Oh, let's just get in the storm. Screw it. We will. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Rain. And it's a little windy. Why did that car look so small? Why are these cars? Oh, actually, that's decent wind. 50-mile-per-hour wind, maybe. Storm might be close to severe. Let me see what it looks like on velocities. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me go storm relative. Yeah, there's definitely some decent winds in this storm. It's not. I don't think it's 60-mile-per-hour winds. There's definitely windy though. And thank you, Eric, for subscribing. Welcome in, my dude. Thank you for choosing us for your weather coverage for today. Right now we are in Jacksonville, just watching this little thunderstorm as we try to figure out what the heck's going on. 1 in Montana and 2 up in the Northeast in New England. You just heard the loudest boom of your life. Bang. Yeah, Chicago's had a decent amount of storms. Illinois, just in general, has been absolutely scraped by tornadoes this year. Let's go a little bit further, like to here. This is kind of a Boeing segment, but it's moving more into like these cameras now. Oh, this is a nice camera. Yeah, it's not even raining here yet, and this is pretty close to where we just were, so should get a pretty good view. 180 tornadoes in Illinois. Holy moly. That's 180 too many. Currently 7 miles from a local wildfire that's been going since Saturday night. Where do you live, Whiskey Omega? Ooh, a little bit of lightning. We've got lightning. New severe thunderstorm warning in Montana. I think my thing already panned to that, so this is probably old, but let's go to it. So yeah, that would have been this one. For 1 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Actually got a little bit of rotation. Back over here, and like these are literal mountains. Look at that. We can probably zoom in here and see a skier. Yeah, storm relative is showing some rotation there, though. And also might have a little bit of rotation. Little shenanigans going on up there. Aha! There's a new one for you. What the heck is going on in Nevada? We got some thunderstorms in Nevada. Look at this. We got one over here going up towards Lovelock, and we got another one back. Pretty rare to get a little cluster of thunderstorms like this in Nevada. Okay, we gotta go back to this camera. There's some lightning going on. We're starting to lose power in some spots. Okay. Let's come back and check in y'all's area. Interesting. It really goes to show that this area is not built for severe weather at all. There's also a lot of really tall trees. I'd be freaking out if I lived up there. Honestly, low key. I swear it's called Ludlow. I must be spelling it wrong. Ludlow, Vermont. The heck? There it is. Yes, and there's Okemo. I think. That's either, yeah, I think that's Okemo. But yeah, but there is, my family built and owns a, not a vacation. I wouldn't call it like I guess it is a vacation house, but I mean, we built it, so it's not like super fancy. It's like in the woods and stuff. It's really cool. But there's like massive trees everywhere. We go there every now and then for winter when like a big winter storm comes. Oh my gosh, it's the scariest thing. These storms do seem to be intensifying, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, look at that. We're actually starting to see some pretty hefty cloud tops here, around 40,000 feet. So these storms are intensifying a little bit over there. Another 1-inch hailstorm warning back over here in Montana. Watch out. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. I can check back in this little area of rotation. Yeah, broadened out a little bit on our latest scan. Might be about to get some severe warnings over here. Again, as these storms are intensifying. Slowly. Thanks for being on. No problem. Thanks for tuning in and trusting me with your weather coverage. It is a pleasure, as always, to be your weatherman for the day. So, thank you, Steven. What was I going to do over here? I was going to do something. I wanted to see something. I wanted to check the Ville. Not really seeing much hail. This will probably become a damaging wind threat. We are getting a lot of clustering of these storms. Maybe a QLCS tornado threat is theoretically possible. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I want to check the power outages. See if any power outages are cropping up in our enhanced risk yet. Nope. There's one person without power in New Hampshire and 105 in Vermont. This storm over here is warned for $half sized hail here in Montana. Actually has a little area of some broad circulation to it. Tornado threat is pretty minimal up here, but we do have a couple of discrete cells and a little bit of spin in this atmosphere. So I wouldn't say it's a high chance, but wouldn't rule out a tornado warning. All right, what do we say we do an ad for Weather Circle? All right, let's do it. I don't know how good of an ad it'll be, but look at this. It's my app. It's Weather Circle. As you can see, we got severe thunderstorm warnings, watches. We got radar. What else can you do? You can do multi-radar. You can turn on multiple radars at once. Look at that. 3 of them at the same time. What else can we do? Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bit broken. It's not supposed to be making that dance. We're gonna have to fix that. We also have oh. Okay, that is a new bug. Don't press that button. You can go to the nearest radar. You can come over here to the Hangout where there is also, you can do social media post videos, photos. You can go live on this app. You can check in on your latest warnings. Shoot, you can even come over to your profile, get a 7-day forecast for your specific area. You can do forecast battles where you, try to draw your polygons and your SPC for different categorical outlooks. You can get tokens to watch. You can make money on this app if you're a streamer. By charging tokens. There is satellite, MRMS radar, tropical stuff, METAR stations, tornado shelters, SPC meso analysis. And guess what? You have all of that for $1 to $10. $1 to $10. That's it. $1 to $10. And guess what? If you pay $1, you get everything. You pay $10, you get everything. It really just depends on how you're doing financially. I know a lot of people out there are struggling, including myself. So I'd probably get the $1 subscription personally. But yeah, come on over. The link is in the chat. Volcanic activity in Hawaii. And that is my one Weather Circle. Look at that. We got a review from Rusty. Wow, that's a low price. Yeah, the link is in the app. Come over here, join us at Weather Circle. Post like Perseverance did. Really cool stuff. You can even chat in the radar. I mean, look at this. People have been chatting in radars. I mean, you make friends while watching radar. I mean, that's pretty cool. You can't do that anywhere else. And coming soon to Weather Circle. I feel like I'm getting closer. 1 is radar palettes, and 2 is this. Sounding and model-based storm simulations. Where you just put the models in, or it will be, you just click a spot on the map while using a model, and it'll take all the data it needs, form a sounding, and create storms. Simulated storms and what the storms could look like in that particular environment. What you're looking at here is the Dodge City, Kansas tornado swarm storm. You see, you can move around, fly through the cloud tops, even fly through the storm itself. Come out the other side, see a linear line. That will come to Weather Circle soon. Yeah, I don't know how soon, but it will be there. Eventually. Hey, it's all good, Jared. Getting nervous in Clarksville. Yeah, there are some thunderstorms backing around here and there. Ah! You must not be talking about Clarksville, Tennessee, are you? You can also make friends here, Evan, and just donate to you. That is true, but then you wouldn't have one of the coolest weather apps on planet Earth. Just saying. Just saying. Think about it. Just kidding. You don't got to do anything. I honestly, it'd be nice to be able to live off of Weather Circle subscriptions, though, I will tell you. Then I wouldn't have to worry about getting donations from YouTube. Alrighty. What was I doing? All right. I wanted to see if there's still anything to look at near Jacksonville. Right here. Can that be loaded? Oh, are these cameras going down? Some of these cameras are going down in Florida. That was like their only fun storm. It was our only thunderstorm. There we go. Something. We got something. Well, something to look at. I really wish that we had something to look at over here, though. Yeah, still some hail going on in Montana. Ooh. And that looks like legitimate rotation there. And there's not any hail in that area. Man, would I pay some good money if there was a storm chaser on this so I could confirm whether or not that is legitimate. That could be a legitimate rotation just north of Lewistown here in Montana. So be keeping an eye on that if you live in that area. Oh yeah, we also have storm relative velocity. Storm relative velocities. You have me sold. Weather Circle coming to your house soon. Let's go. My best sales pitch is, you ready for this? Why not? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Ooh, this storm's getting quite severe over here. Oh my gosh. We might about to get another either destructive or considerable severe thunderstorm warning on this guy. This one's got some decent hail. Man, it's got a little hook echo too. Look at that. No rotation, but this is becoming a supercell, and a dangerous one at that. Probably definitely has bigger hail than 1.25 inch. Help, what does your little program say about this one? Realize you need to start being a better supporter. I mean, yeah. Just kidding. Listen, I'm either going to be homeless or barely hanging on for my entire career, but I'm okay with that. We do need to hit that $5,000 donation goal, but I don't think we're going to in a month. It's been a week. Let's see. Each week we hit 25. Ah, it's possible. Yeah, never mind. It is within reach. It's just weather's going to be pretty quiet. I'm a little bit scared. These are only like the only times I can go live. And it's in pretty unpopulated regions, so like, you know, no one feels obligated. I was like, I don't know what to do. Oh, we got another person over here. DMC Gin Vermont. He said, woo, bring it on. All right. Let's check back over here. Echo tops falling again. Ville increasing a little bit on that storm there, south of Lancaster. I'm not seeing any rotation. These storms are still struggling. That's you. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. Oh, looks like I got you sold on the app. Let's go. You know, you can use a lot of things for free. You can. But if you want everything, you want to be greedy, you got to get the, you got to become a Circle Pro subscriber. But again, it's only 1 to 10. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm done with the ads. But you know, I'm trying to diversify my revenue as much as possible, because I just like, if I get a freaking, if I can get if I can find a radar program that will, one, allow me to code for their radar program, and two, will absorb Weather Circle and give me a cut of their profits, I will take a sponsor like that. That's the only time I'd ever get a sponsor, because then I'd still be technically doing an ad for Weather Circle. Okay, how's this guy up here doing? But man, this constant worry, I will tell you, is wearing me down. And probably gas prices are about to go up anyways. Again, 2 to 2.5 inch hail. That's very well established, healthy hail core. I agree. Yeah, we should get an upgrade on this storm if they're paying attention. Let me see if it's still like that. 75 on the Ville. That's pretty elevated. And we still got 60,000 foot cloud tops. That's a chonker of a storm. That's a dangerous storm. Watch out there. Check the correlation coefficient. Yeah, you can definitely tell that hail's shown up on the correlation coefficient too. So it's large hail. Thank you. I think some other platforms would help. I have made $7 on TikTok. Yeah, everybody keeps saying other platforms, but I might try Facebook actually. We got another little cloud coming into San Antonio. Cloud alert. Doesn't got any rain associated with it, but there's a cloud there. No, it's all good, Resty. Everybody's struggling right now. So the thing is, we're just all going through it together. I mean, prices are super elevated. Gas was supposed to go down, but then just stopped going down for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden we're bombing the crap out of Iran again. So it's like closing the Strait of Hormuz. So gas prices are going to go back up. Food prices never really lowered at all. So that sucks. So like everybody's dealing with it. Maybe destructive 3-inch hail is not out of the possibility. Yeah, I would say the DBZs are a tad bit on the lower end. Around 68. But I mean, with the Vil mixed with the Echo Top, oh my gosh, the Vil got even stronger on the latest one. 80. The Vil is 80. Echo Top 61,000. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's probably a destructive. Sorry, I forgot I was on that screen. Sorry. Look at this Vil, which is how strong the updraft is. We have 80 kilograms per meter squared, which means that that updraft is strong. So it can definitely support big old hailstorms. Our Echo Tops, which is how tall our storm is 61,000 feet. That's a very tall thunderstorm. That means that really strong updraft is pushing a lot of moisture into some really cold air. Because we don't have a whole lot of rotation, a lot of that's not getting flung out of the storm. So this storm could very well be producing some pretty large hail. I'm kind of surprised they haven't. I'd be careful with this. Be careful with this storm. There doesn't seem to be many cities in the path, but if you live over there near Burkow Road, Big Careless Creek Road here in Montana, would certainly be, yeah, there it is. 2-inch hail. I was expecting a little bit more, but there could be anywhere between 2 and 3-inch hail inside of this storm. But they just upgraded it to a 2-inch hailstorm, so make sure that you guys are indoors and away from windows. What's my app? It is weathercircle.app. Link is in the description. Come join us. Come post. We'll love to read it. Come check back over here where we still don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings. These storms over here, like, so you can see, you know, what it requires to have honestly a storm that we classify as an enhanced risk type storm over there in Montana. So now we're coming back over here to the Northeast. Let's check in on the Vil in comparison to that. So the storm over there was 80. The Vil on these guys is 30. This one over here has 31, 37 max. Okay. So they're half the strength. And their cloud tops are 40,000 feet. So this storm is actually getting a little bit taller as of our latest scan. So, but you can definitely tell 20,000 feet less in the cloud tops, and the updrafts are pretty weak. And that's mainly because, one, we have a surface inversion and some capping still in place. Two, our lapse rates are pretty low, which means that, you know, the gradient, how fast it cools down from the ground up is pretty slow. The faster it cools down, the higher you go up, the stronger your lapse rates are going to be. And that really helps a thunderstorm grow and its updraft to be stronger. So you can see quite the contrast in between these two different areas. This one, which was an enhanced risk, and then this one back here, unless they've upgraded it last moment, was a slight risk with, let's see if they upgraded the hail. They did upgrade the hail last second, but still no significant hail risk there. Thank you, Regan. So I apologize for the thumbnail. Because it's centered in on Maine and in New England, and there hasn't been much to say over there pretty much throughout the entire day. I mean, we had a tornado warning in Texas. We've had big hail. Basically everything that we were supposed to have in New England has happened either in Montana or Texas. Been a confusing day, but that's just how it goes in July. That's why, making any definite statements on a storm is just pointless, because you never know what's going to happen. You can just kind of be like, well, here's the environment. It could be possible. Just watch out, and don't be surprised if it doesn't happen the way you think. You can pretty much say that for every storm, regardless of what the models are saying. The lightning rate is insane. Yeah. Decent lightning. The good news about these other storms, if we switch over to the Vil here, you can see that their updraft's starting to look like, the New England's updraft. So that's good. That means their hail's probably getting a lot smaller. I heavily doubt this storm still has 1.5-inch hail inside of it. This is obviously our strongest storm further to the south. This one up to the north is decently strong as well. So this one should be like 1 inch, a little bit more than 1 inch maybe, but yeah, a couple of strong storms up here that not going to last for very long. And the reason why that is that our environment is going to get scraped over pretty quickly. out here. We're also past peak heating. So these storms don't really have super long to stay severe. And you can tell that our environment is starting to lose its instability. It's becoming more stable, and storms don't like stable. So hopefully that means that some of these this last little chonker of a hailstorm will be the last one that we have over here. And then I think I'm going to end the stream after that and just continue to monitor back over here. If anything pops off in the Northeast, we'll come back live. I'm probably going to go to bed at around 12:30 tonight. If nothing happens by 12:30, then I probably OBS keep randomly, periodically disconnecting. That's the second time. My internet provider can be lame sometimes. See, do we have any rotation on these storms? No. Man, they're just not maturing. That's the problem. They're just not maturing. They're little tiny storms. Itty bitty baby storms with a binky in their mouth. Itty bitty baby storms with the binky in their mouth. Thinking of the South. And they did let some of the they did let that severe thunderstorm warning in Harlowton to expire. Yeah, I want to do some like equation between Ville and cloud tops, maybe, and then add like an estimated hail size to here. Smells terrible outside. Yeah, that's the main story right now in the Northeast, is that you guys are covered in smoke, and you guys, especially if you are like suffering any heart conditions or lung conditions, need to be very careful. You know, just leave that AC off. It's about to cool down anyway. As these storms come through, leave that AC off. Try to tape or, you know, recirculate the air that's inside instead of letting new air come in from the outside. You can do that. Make sure all your windows and doors are shut. If you have any cracks in there, close them off. You know, because the air quality, that can cause death too. You gotta be careful. Did the forest fire from Canada's have any impact on development of the New England storms? Yeah, I think that's what's happened. You know, a lot of people were commenting today that, you know, the particulates. So, you know, when for water droplets to form, you don't just need like water vapor. You also need something for them to latch onto, like a little particulate or a little tiny dust. And so you can get those from forest fires. And you can get more rain and higher precipitation supercells, which means they would be more likely to become potentially outflow dominant. That also means you could get maybe larger hail cores. But the flip side of that is that you get a bunch of smoke that blocks the sun from hitting the surface. And that's what pretty much what happened today, is that to me is either the models were just wrong and didn't model the atmosphere very well, or you know, the capping inversion, due to the ground being cooler because of all the smoke, could have played a major factor there. I mean, yeah, tornadoes are not alive. I mean, we do have storms still here. Let me check on them. See, we got some new scans in on these things. Oh. Almost 50,000 foot cloud tops. This storm right here is trying to become severe. Not going to take a very tall thunderstorm to be able to work. Oh, another thing that I want to check. Are we still dealing with a lot of decape today? Or did that get swept out too? Oh yeah. It is not going to take much for these storms to spit out some severe winds. So if they get anywhere mature, we're sitting around 1100 DK. New severe thunderstorm warning back over here in Montana for some 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's going to be going towards Grass Range. And then this storm back over here is still warned for 2-inch hail. Checking on that. Yeah, still a beast of a thunderstorm for sure still. Might be hot next week in Minnesota. Yeah, it's going to be hot. Very early tomorrow morning. Yeah, no, there's definitely some chances for some thunderstorms overnight as well. And the environment's not going to be super terrible, but it's just, you know, going to be super late, unfortunately, which is not ideal. But I will be up till 12:30. You know, it's something like if I'm still up at, I make it. This is how you should think about whether or not I'll be live or not. If something crazy happens, like, you know, if nothing happens and it hits 12:30, and all of a sudden we start seeing tons of convection, 70-mile-per-hour winds everywhere, with tornado warnings as well. Oh, there's that severe thunderstorm warning over here for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Littleton, Bethlehem, Carroll, Lisbon, Sugar Hill, Lincoln over there in New Hampshire. But yeah, I mean, if that happens, then, you know, at 12:30, I might consider doing like a late night stream. Watching from way out in the Pacific. Where at? Turn your location on so I can see it. Boy, Kentucky, gonna see anything this week? Probably some like pop-up thunderstorms. Wouldn't surprise me. But we should have some cooler and drier air for a little bit, but then we're gonna get more moisture again. There's still some decent updrafts on this storm. Echo tops are still around 60,000. Day 3 outlook has no severe risk. Yeah, we don't have like barely anything over the next couple of days. We got a little tiny one over there near New Jersey tomorrow. That's not going to be for tornadoes, just for a little chance for some hail and wind. And then on day 3, there's no severe risk yet, but there could be one. If I had to guess, it'd be somewhere near the Gulf or like up north somewhere. Yeah, I mean, this storm is still definitely trying to get taller. It's trying. But all right, since it is staying somewhat muted right now, and we have storms over here near like Lewistown and stuff, I do think that eventually they're going to drop this warning down a little bit lower. If you live anywhere in this area, it's a very low populated area, but if you live anywhere in this area, just continue to be heeding your warnings to be indoors and away from windows. I have to use the restroom and it's gonna take a while, and I have to make dinner. So I'm gonna do that really quick. And if things start to get hectic over there in the Northeast, I'll be watching it. And you know, if it's 70-mile-per-hour winds, I'll come back. But for now, if my boy Will is on, we're gonna raid Will, who is an awesome streamer. Very similar vibes. You guys are gonna love him if he's live. That is, he should be live. Yeah, he's live. All right, we're gonna raid Will. So you guys go over there, hang out there. I really need to use the restroom. My stomach is not feeling the best. And then I'm gonna eat. So that should hopefully be less than an hour. If things do pop off over here, we will be back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're raiding Will. So everybody go over there, say hi, and subscribe. He's up and coming, and we're gonna be working with him in the future, I do believe. So yeah. Sending you guys over to Will. Peace.